He carried the sun in his weathered hands, warmed every heart in the shadowed lands, with a laugh that couldn't mend a broken day. He gave, then slipped away. But a man like him, he doesn't just fade, he lingers in the light rain. Farewell to all, to battles fought, to the quiet strength, the love he brought. He saved a soul, paid the cost. He is not gone, just softly lost. His voice like rivers, calm and wide, a steady stream where fears could hide. He turned his back to the setting sun to pull a friend from where they'd run. And if the stars can hold his name, then let the sky repeat his flame. The echoes of a life so true live on in me, live on in you. Farewell to arms, to battles fought, to the quiet strength, the love he brought. He saved a soul, paid the cost. He is not gone, just softly
Welcome to another DragonLance Saga gaming episode. Today is session 16 of our Dungeons & Dragons 2024 heavily modified Tyranny of Dragons actual play. It is Brock at Dark Ember the 29th. My name is Adam. I'd like to take a moment and thank the DL Saga YouTube members and Patreon patrons and invite you to consider becoming a member or patron. You can even pick up Dragonlance media using my affiliate links in the description below. Every Dragonlance Gaming episode also serves as a fundraiser for nonprofits supporting our active duty service members and veterans. All donations go directly to those organizations. Last time on Tyranny of Dragons, the rescued mother and daughter thanks our heroes and gives Gunnar a bracelet. Shortly thereafter, a Niedar dwarf named Francis offers to buy the bracelet, and the heroes become very suspicious, interrogating and taunting him. He ends up leaving and approaches Gunnar, offering to buy it one last time, and when rejected, he moves on. Later that day, a mysterious fire is started as Boros quickly puts it out. The heroes begin to grow suspicious as if there's a connection between the dwarf, the cultists, and the fire. The next morning, Gunnar discovers his bracelet missing, and they immediately grow suspicious that it must be the dwarf. They make a plan to confront him, but instead, Lehi reveals she took one of the parcels that fell out of the crashed caravan a week back, and opening it reveals a necklace. They offer it to the dwarf, but he's not trusting of the heroes, and after the way they treated him, and increasingly as they had continued to pester him, Lehi leaves into the wilderness by herself and renounces her god Habakkuk, desiring to worship not Chemish. It was a different god. But then, knowing how to make the connection with the new god while she's on the road, and inadvertently is connected by Morgian, She rebukes him, and they all continue to a roadhouse where they eat. Some local adventurers are hired to guard their old wagon on a caravan. They search some of the wagons and mark the cultist wagons for future reference. Then they continue on for a few more days, ending up in a brutally cold rainstorm. They arrive at yet another roadhouse, only to be turned away, and they hired adventurers refused to help. Lehi breaks into the upper level and is contacted by Morgan again, and this time accepts. She creates a half cask of diseased ale, which is unable to be refused. Upon touching it, she contracts the fatal disease, but is protected as an agent of Morgan. She murders the people in the inn, then sets it on fire. While it's burning, she steals food from the inn, tossing it to Boros, who contracts the same disease and dies with his friends watching, too afraid to approach and help him, believing they were helpless. Lehi flees into the wilderness, consumed by sorrow as an unwilling agent of Morgan. And that is where we pick up. Now, Robert, who plays Kithris, could not be here today. Gabriel, who plays Boros, is not here right now. We have a brand new character, a player. Thank you so much for joining us. And you're going to be playing Elowyn the Cleric, and we have Kithris being played by Garrick's peace player as well. So, gentlemen, what do? You see Lehi run off into the darkness of night. Oh, you're muted.
I imagine Kithris will be, "Where's Mom? Where's Mom gone? Boros," and starts to run towards Boros, not really knowing anything of what's going on.
Yeah, some of the people who are watching are like shouting, "Don't get too close!" First of all, there's a massive fire in the inn, and the inn itself is like crumbling, and sparks are flying out everywhere, lighting up the night of the sky. And you can actually see Boros has caught on fire at this point, and his clothes immediately get consumed, and he's actively on fire as Elowyn was left looking on, and everyone else was sort of like at a distance, and the people that were sort of standing behind are like shouting, "Don't go near him! Don't go near him!"
Okay, well, Aurak would immediately shout out to Gunnar to grab him, just grab him, hold him.
Go ahead, and I go and I grab him and hold him.
You grab Boros or who? Kithris.
Yeah, that's what you want me to grab. Right?
Kithris.
Oh,
Grab
Kithris?
Kithris, because he hasn't got a clue what's going on, has he? He's trying to move over towards him. Doesn't know where his mum's gone.
Yes, he's probably freaked out now. So I grab him and I'm kind of just consoling him and letting him know what's going on, and that Boros is gone. He's gone.
So people are starting to point like, the Kender ran that way into the forest. We should get her. We should kill her. She just killed that man.
We don't know that.
You don't know that? Didn't everyone watch her go in there? She's the only one that came out alive, and flames are all behind her. And people are like, yeah, she definitely had something to do with it. She's a Kender after all. And the crowd is starting to obviously turn a little bit, looking to those new adventurers who refused to help get everyone in the end. They're like, "You guys should go after her. You should go at least grab her and bring her back." And they're like, this is more their thing. Like, this is not really our thing. We are hired to watch a wagon. So if it's okay, we're just going to go back and do our job with the wagon. And people are starting to like rise. They sort of yell back at them, "You're cowards! You're all cowards! Someone should go after her!"
So is there anybody that Elowyn can kind of save or heal right now, or is everything already past that point?
So we are past the point of the any type of sort of healing on Boros. He's actively sort of that burning, like Anakin on Mustafar phase, just being consumed by the fires. But he was dead from the disease before the fires ever caught up to him. Everyone else wasn't really involved in that fallout of the fire and the death. So what everyone's kind of worried about, Elowyn specifically, is touching and contracting that disease. So that she's trying to stay away. She was afraid to even approach Boros' body.
Do any of us have a... Sorry, go ahead.
I do have Detect Poison and Disease, and I also have Lesser Restoration, so maybe one of those could work. Although I what I'm hearing is that it would just be like curing his body or his
Yeah, so
corpse.
lesser restoration doesn't cure diseases, and he contracted a
Yeah.
disease. You
Okay.
would be able to determine if he has a disease from it by casting the detect disease, if that's what you wanted to do.
Do I already know that he has a disease, or is that
It
still uncertain?
it seems like I mean everything's happened so fast that once Boros like walked out of the inn that was starting to be on fire, he was immediately felt ill and dropped down to the ground, started puking and vomiting blood over and over and over again.
Okay.
Everyone thought it might have been poison, but he had like these pock marks going all up his skin and all over his face when it started happening. And so did Lehigh have those pock marks, but she never dropped down or anything. She just fled the scene.
Yeah, I'll cast Detect Poison and Disease. So Elowyn will say, Mishakal, reveal the shadows of venom and plague in my sight.
So as you call out to Mishakal, holding on to your holy symbol, you actually see light emanating almost brighter than the actual inn that's in front of you that is actively on fire. As it sort of the light breaks through your fingers and shines outward, illuminating the entire area, including Boros's body, which is now the flames are sort of going down and smoke is starting to rise. And the light sort of envelops him, and you immediately know that yes, it was disease, and the disease is still active and alive.
Would I, because I saw her from the back door through to the front door, and she was already
Yeah.
a carrier, and it could be seen. Would I be able to make an Arcana check or something to recognize the markings of Morrigan at all, being a ranger and
That would be
possibly,
more of a well, gosh, if you're
or
trying
even
to
a
make a
religion,
connection to the god, then that would be more of a religion check to
but only because she'd talked about the diseased creature when we went out hunting, and
mhm.
could I a
Yeah,
religion check?
yeah,
Yeah, could I just make a religion check and see if I can piece something together?
yeah, absolutely.
Okay. No.
So
It's
I
medium.
mean, you clearly she's a carrier. She's diseased. She might actually be in danger as well. You don't really understand why she fled all of a sudden. She just said she wants to grab some stuff before the place goes up in flames. She never really communicated with anyone, and she is a longtime member of this party, and she just fled. So it seems a little bit like you would consider going after a friend that fled into the
Yeah.
forest.
Okay.
Knowing that she's poisoned, I will tell the crowd, do not go near this body. It is fouled by magic of some sort, poison, disease. But the fire should consume whatever is bothering her, or sorry, whatever is plaguing this man. Perhaps we should go chase down this woman and to ensure that the contagion spreads no further.
A lot of the crowd is sort of shouting in unison, yes, yes, you should go get your friend. Like, she's clearly diseased. We have to have a quarantine. She can't come back into the caravan like that.
And
I'd,
we would
I'd,
not wish her to.
I'd make my way over to Gunnar and say, I think she's got it. I think we need to, I don't know how this could have happened. She was fine when she went in.
Did you see that she got it? Did she show any? Did you happen to see anything
I
close to
saw
what
from the back door.
she has?
She looked ill and not herself.
Did
She
you
was.
tell the people then and convince them that she's also contaminated? And that I don't know how
I'm
he's
worried they'll try and hunt her down, and either a disease will
sick.
spread or
It's already claimed
they'll
one of
take.
our friends. Why does it need to claim more? And then possibly another one too, with her being infected. I mean, if did she look to see the same signs as the as Boros? We look at Boros. Does Boros show like? I mean, he's sick, right? He died of
Well,
sickness.
his body is completely scorched at this point.
Oh, so it's burnt.
So yeah, it's hard to see anything, any tail
Before it got
remnants.
burnt, though, will we be able to see him at all, or?
Yeah, when he initially burst out, you guys saw that he had pox all through across his body. He was vomiting
Okay.
blood, just unable to even stand. He was just sort of aching and on the ground. And it was like instant. He was fine. He went in the inn, he came out, and instantly he drops. So something was very, very powerful.
So Lauren's tune, would she have the same? Does she look like as she passed you up, Gregory? That she looked like she also had pox on her, and like she looked like she's about ready to throw up too.
She looked like she was a carrier of something, but she moved fine. She didn't seem sick, but she looked it.
Should
Am I
probably
with these two guys right now?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna say like as a divine priest of Mishakal, I can tell you that these diseases are sometimes of the earth and they are sometimes divine, and perhaps she may not show the sickness right away, but in time it will consume her, and our only hope of keeping this village safe or this inn safe is to find her before she threatens somebody else.
Yeah. If we can't
I
find
mean,
her.
we knew she was having a crisis of faith, didn't we? We knew she
Mhm.
had. So yeah, I think
Garrick did.
yeah,
Kithris
Garrick
didn't. So this is complete. He wasn't even here. So this is a complete shock to him, like all of this.
she was having a crisis. She was sick of. I tried to show her Chislev and his teachings of the ebb and flow of nature, but she was having trouble with her God
So Elowyn,
and
can you
people's
give me a
reaction to her
religion
age.
check?
A what?
A religion check for Elowyn?
Yeah.
So as you're communicating this to them, Garrick, they, most of the group was not aware that she was having a crisis of faith. What's her
8.
8? Okay. So you obviously know, being formally trained in Planthus at the Holy Order of the Stars, the Temple of Paladin, you know about the different gods, and you know that Morgian is the god of disease. And for this to have infected someone instantly, especially someone having a crisis of faith like Lehigh apparently was having, according to Garrick, perhaps that has something to do with it. Morgian.
This could be of a divine nature. Perhaps one of the gods interjected themselves in her crisis of faith and offered a quick path to success, and she took it in her desperation.
We buried the body of the diseased animal we caught. She said that it was done. Morgan be damned. She fucking turns. Oh, sorry. She turns up. She just
She-
turned.
This would be something Morgan would do. But I feel a sense of haste to find this woman, I must confess.
But what about Kithris? And at this point, Kithris is probably. Where's Mom? Where's Mom? She wouldn't have done this. There's no way. She wouldn't have done this.
Right, she was sick too. Just seeing her as she ran out, she was showing those same signs, and no one knows where she took off to, just other than just in a direction. Well, we could go for her and find her, but if she's infected and she's also sick, then we may also have the same fate as Boros. We have no way of turning this sickness or healing it. We don't even know what it is.
But we have the same garden. We love her. We make prayers together, and she'd never abandon him.
This is true.
She wouldn't do this.
I mean, we can try and go look for her if that helps. But keep in mind, if we get sick, we're gonna have the same face as Boros.
So the weather is actively raining still, and it's actually helped dampen down any sort of spreading of this massive fire into the woods surrounding because they were already incredibly wet. But this freezing rain is actually coming back into focus as the fire that was warming you briefly from the inn's explosion is dying down and being put out, and smoke is starting to like fly out from the actual roadside inn itself. Let me look at where and so we have at full high sanction. Lunatari, the red moon is cascading light across the entire ground, and it's coming down, and it looks like blood dropping as it's coloring the actual rain itself through any light that can be seen with this red hue, and it looks like blood is splattered all on the ground, and it's just this grisly scene. There's this natural occurrence has caused, and it just seems even more poignant with the death of your friend, who is now burnt to a crisp on the ground. Smoke is sort of being pushed down by the force of the rain, and it's created this massive sort of fog in the area, just adding more to the hysteria. The caravan owners have all fled back to their caravans at this point, not wanting to be caught outside in the rain. No one is going near the inn at all, and no one is really trying to console any of you any longer or even be involved with you. They're just trying to get back to what is normal and what is safe and get out of this freezing rain. And you guys are just sort of drenched as you're standing here, just confused about what to do next.
Listen, we're going to have to make a decision quick because we're going to lose tracks in this weather.
Yeah.
We either go fast and we go now, and I'll shout over to those other adventurers that recently joined. Just keep everyone away from the tavern. They can't go near it.
You see one of them just sort of like look back and forth, like pointing at himself, like, "You're talking to us?" And then he sort of like lifts up his pants and like hops over to you, very undignified, and he sort of like whispers under his voice, like, "Look, we're actually theater actors. We're not warriors or fighters or anything. We just needed safe passage up the coast, and we thought this would be a great way to do it. So, I mean, these are even he pulls out his sword and he sort of bonks it on his arm and it wobbles. He's like, these are costume weapons. We don't.
Well, I tell you what, how about you act like you're keeping people away from the tavern? This is the role of your life, because I tell you what, if this spreads from that tavern, then we're all dead."
Yeah. Okay. You've got it.
Think of this. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was really going to say, think of this as the greatest role of your life.
Yes.
You are the protectors.
I am the protector. Okay, I'm going to use that. I'm going to use that as my motivation. I'm protecting the caravan from disease. But the disease is real? Is that what you're saying?
Oh,
that is true.
He
Take
takes
a look.
Couple steps back. Okay, my motivation, I'm a protector. I'll do it. And he turns around, lifts up his pants, and sort of hops away again.
He'll be fine.
Right. Okay, well, I guess I'll immediately, we'll start trying to track where she's gone, and we know it's going to be a tough one. She's a druid.
Can I get a survival check? As you're sort of looking at the ground, doing your best to find any sign of where she went. Whoa. Yeah, the rain, just everything. It seems crazy. You're seeing all sorts of tracks everywhere, and it doesn't really make sense in any one direction. You saw her go into the tree line from this direction, but that's kind of all you've got to go on.
Can I make the same check as well?
Yeah.
I have a +7 to my survival, so. Oh, that's an 18.
So Elowyn's looking around.
18 plus 7, so 25.
Kind of unsure of what she's doing because she's not a tracker by trade, but she is observant. And she sort of like looks at some of the muddy prints. She's like, "Hey, well, I'm not going to say what she says, but you see small childlike feet sizes turning into like animal, like dog feet." And it sort of runs off in the same direction into the tree line.
I'll point out the tracks and be like, "These are very strange tracks." There seems to be some kind of transformation happening here.
Yeah, you guys do
Okay.
know that she often turned into wolves and stuff like that.
Okay.
Okay, well,
Shall we follow?
let's go. I imagine Kithris will come with us, wanting to see his mother, so he'll
Yeah.
probably
So
be taking a pretty close lead.
the canopy
So
is going to
everyone's-
dampen any real visibility as far as lunatary breaking through and lighting up the ground. So if you're human and you don't have infravision or any light source, it's just going to be dim light for you, kind of difficult to see. Everyone else will be fine. It's just not like it's black. It's still, you got high full moonlight of a lunatary. But
Did anyone else roll for survival?
Well, I'll
they did the survival in order to find the tracks, and Elowyn pointed them out. So
I'll light a hooded lantern just
Okay.
to
Can we roll again to follow the tracks, not just to find the tracks?
yeah, if you want to.
I have dark vision for 120 feet, but
Yeah.
if it's too wet for a torch, then yeah, the hooded lantern would be perfect.
Okay. And then, hey, can the cleric give me guidance?
I believe I have guidance. Let me see. She does not have guidance. Oh, yes, she does. Yep.
What? A cleric without guidance?
Yeah, right. I was gonna say my paladin has guidance for sure.
Okay. All right. Okay. So I'm gonna roll for survival, and then I'm gonna add a D4 to that. Adam.
Okay.
Here's that, and
May
14,
Mishakal guide your actions.
15. Sorry, I didn't allow you to role play that. Sorry about that.
No, it's good.
And then roll to everyone. So it's 17.
Nice. So yeah, you see the tracks that she pointed out, and you can see them going into the tree line. And with the bullseye lantern now out from Garrick, you can follow it pretty easily.
Okay.
Once you get into the tree line, it really seems to be the only fresh tracks you see. The rain hasn't quite washed that entire area clean yet.
So we're going to cautiously work our way, not to damage anything, so we'll lose track. We're really looking intently, very laser focused for these tracks.
Yeah.
At the same time, being aware of that she is infected with the zombie infection, so we have to keep our distance from her. So we're walking slow at the same time that our next step we may be stepping on her. So let's be careful where we're headed, just so we don't get sick ourselves.
Yeah. As you enter the tree line, the sound of the rain hitting the ground and just creating this massive just sound is starting to be dampened as it's hitting the canopy above you. So it almost sounds like it's hitting like tin, 30 feet above your head, just as it sort of dribbles down through the leaves and the branches and sort of puddles up in various places. The red light of the lunatary is sort of breaking through tiny little places within the canopy at night, and so it's completely dark. You have the roaring of the tin of the rain smacking against the canopy as you're moving through this dim area with this one single bullseye lantern sort of lighting the way, and you're not sure what you're going to find in here. So this is kind of horror movie territory as you're slowly moving. The only sounds are the sound of the leather and your straps and your armor sort of creaking and clamping against each other, and everyone else is breathing, and that massive sound of the rain hitting the canopy above, and the scent of fresh rain is really all you're getting at this point as you're slowly moving through, doing your best to keep your eyes open. Can I get everyone to give me a perception check? Nice.
So, Garrick's 24.
Nice.
13 for me.
Nice. So everyone sees a dark form as the bullseye lantern sort of flashes past a tree for a moment, and it sort of goes right back behind the tree. It's about 30 yards in front of you to the left of the direction you're facing.
Well, I imagine Kithris will immediately shout, "Mom! Mom!"
The only answer is just a tinning sound of the rain.
Elowyn will draw her holy symbol and just be ready with a spell.
Okay.
Yeah, Garrick will draw his heavy crossbow. I'll try and flank her, and so I'll try and move off.
Be
From
careful, don't let her touch you, because
I'll take a wide arc round.
Kithris might not like my next move, but if she comes close, I don't want to risk the party. But I
Yeah.
do want to save her.
I have a spell called Pacify Person.
Mhm.
So I might be able to kind of immobilize them a little bit.
Nice. Okay, so are you guys all
So-
staying back as Garrick's breaking into the trees away from the animal trail that you guys are on?
That's where the tracks lead to where that
The
figure
tracks
from what
keep
we-
going toward the direction of that figure that just ducked behind the tree.
Oh, okay. So that helps. Yeah, I'm just gonna add it ready. I'll just go ahead and go. See what we can do. See if we can see her. Same time, I mean, she probably that figure already has seen us because they ducked behind the tree, right?
Yeah, and the bullseye lantern is, making clear light.
Okay. Yeah, call out. Is that you? I mean, we're here to help you.
You hear a high-pitched giggle.
Huh.
It doesn't sound like Lehigh. Can I get
Okay.
an
Does it sound
insight?
animal or human?
It sounded like a female. Can I get an insight check?
Cleric. You should probably knock that one out of the park. I'm not.
Yeah, I have a
good at
plus
insight.
+7 to insight.
I'm a -1. You do not want me to roll.
Oh, got a nat 20.
I got a 20. Dirty.
Yeah, you both did
Wow.
great. Elowyn knows
27.
specifically because she was involved originally with this, but it sounds very like the giggle of those buxom women who killed that wagon rider.
Oh boy, we got doppelgangers.
Like she immediately recognizes
Yeah.
that giggle. It's just like, oh no, not her. Oh no.
I believe we have company. Not the person we're looking for, though.
These aren't the
Oh.
droids we're looking for. All right. Well, so I mean, so you would know what that giggling is, and you're probably thinking you would describe it to us.
It's
I'm
it's
assuming
those busty women again.
those loose,
The
those
who
loose
was.
whores. The whores. Okay. So that's probably gonna set me off because they that's what
They
got
started
us
this whole.
the last two episodes.
Yeah.
Tyranny of the Dragons. The villagers were upset with us. So yeah, I'm gonna rage. So I'm just gonna.
She was like, "Wah!" All right.
So yeah, enough of that. Show yourselves and come forward. Come forth.
They could be diseased as well.
Or taste steel.
You're like, calm down. They could be deceased. All right, so Garrick, before we get into initiative, do you want to move yourself to where you would have gone? You can see that up ahead of you is where you saw it go right around the tree here in this sort of animal trail here.
Okay.
I am not seeing the map on my.
Yeah, I'm not seeing.
It hasn't
Oh,
loaded
that's
yet.
because I didn't hit
Oh.
start session. Okay,
There
how
we
about now?
Repair.
All right, so this is where it ducked behind the tree line here. Now that you can actually see what I'm talking about.
Okay, yeah, I would have probably made my way. Oh, what we saw it duck up here.
Yeah, you're
That's it. All right. So I probably would have been making my way that way.
okay. So go ahead and roll initiative, or I can do auto initiative if you prefer.
I'll roll. I want to roll. Would it add my bonuses in there too? If it did auto roll, it would figure that all out?
Yeah.
Oh, then go ahead and do it. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, or I roll this.
Okay.
We got a solid 1.
Now, see, that's the AI cheats. So you need to look into that. I was afraid of that.
So Gunnar,
Ow.
you are actually first. So you rage, and you know the direction that they went. That figure went behind.
All right.
So as you just charge up through the branches. You can see it just sort of standing there, and it looks almost like this gorgeous busty woman that you'd seen before as she actively changes, like part of her body's going gray and elongating, and she's sort of like lording in height over you as you start
like The
charging
Thing.
up.
Sweet. So it's like the movie The Thing.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Well, die. Trouble. Smash.
Give me an attack roll.
I forgot this is rated G, isn't it? Or
PG-13.
Okay, so all right.
So we can see one pair of boobs, and that's it.
Die fake boobs.
Will it only allow our icon to move as far as our movement is, or is that
you have to be
Okay.
conscious of that for sure.
okay?
All right. Actions per. I get one. All right, so I get one attack. I thought I got two. Oh well.
I thought you got 2 as well.
Me too. Did I attack?
Level 5.
Oh,
I'm level
right.
4.
Yeah.
So yeah. So fifth level, you
One
get
more.
2 attacks. All
Yeah.
right. Well, we'll see. All right. Why am I struggling here? All right, here we are. All right. Come on, hit. Ooh, that's gonna knock the living.
Yeah, you run up with your battle axe, and as it's actively changing, you bury your battle axe into its side. It screams out. This almost unhuman screeching wail that breaks through the sound of the pounding rain in the canopy above. And Elowyn and Kithris and Garrick, you all hear this piercing cry break through the forest.
Okay. I'm gonna roll for damages here.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's gonna leave a mark.
Oh my gosh.
15.
Nicely done. Yeah, you buried it right into her. She screams out, sort of bowls over and twists her body so the axe gets out of her side. Anything else for you, Gunnar?
That's it. I think that's all I'll do. I'll just ready for my next attack.
All right, Garrick, you're up. You're in the trees, in the actual bushes itself off of the trail, so all movement is difficult terrain.
Okay, well, I'll only move up, well, 10 foot just to get a clean shot
Right.
from the side.
So it's a little difficult in ranged because we're in, a pretty dense jungle here, so you're going to have disadvantage on the ranged attack through the branches and trees and everything.
Okay. So could I make it from where I was? Could I make it as a straight run at her?
Yeah.
It?
Yeah, just keep in mind
All right.
that first green portion that you're in right now is difficult terrain as well.
All right. So I'd probably move up beside Gunnar. And I'll bonus action Hunter's Market. And then I'll go for a hit with my, my scimitar.
So for
So
the
I'll try and
role-playing aspect of it, let's create some sort of visualization of the hunter's mark as you're like charging
Okay,
through the
so
canopy of trees. What does that look like?
So he'll charge through the canopy of trees and he'll shout, "Jizlev, guide my blade and mark this evil creature, this abomination." And
It's
so
like whips over
green tendrils of Jizlev's light just sort of encircle its body, and everyone else sees a dull light, but for him she glows bright in his eyes.
Nice.
As he swings his scimitar at it.
Charging forward.
So that's 23.
Slicing right across the chest. It screams, throws its arms back. Blood sort of like splashes up in front of you, painting Gunnar, making him look even more terrifying in the dim red light.
So yeah, and that does 5, and then the hunter's mark. So that does a total of 8.
Nice.
And I'll can I use the nick property to then strike with the short sword?
So is the bonus action the hunter's mark?
Well, the bonus action is, but the light property and the nick property means it's on my
So the
attack action.
nick moves it from bonus to your attack. So yeah, you can use that.
Yeah. Yeah. So he'll then try and hit with his short sword
Okay.
for 24 to hit.
Whoa. Yeah, you hit.
Nice.
For a total of 8. And I think I still get my Hunter's Mark damage on that as well. Because I think it's all hits.
I'm gonna wait.
So do you want to make a...
Is the Hunter's Mark, you just add a D something?
I just add a D6
So
to
go ahead and roll
all
that, and I'll
strike,
add
but I
8
just
to
want to
it.
make sure you're okay with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So that's for 8. So that's
13.
Jesus, what's that? 13 in total for the second hit.
So it screams out, and its body continues to morph back into its doppelganger form, which causes a frightening visage to happen. Is there anything else you're going to do on your turn, Garrick?
No, that's it. That's
Okay.
me.
So I'm going to need Garrick and Gunnar to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh.
Whoa, nice,
Ooh, nat
Garrick.
20.
All
With
right.
the -1.
So you both even, I mean, I don't know what the -1 is, but you're good. Oh, that's your wisdom is -1?
Yeah, that's what I say.
You're still good with that total roll. So you guys see this creature, and it is unsettling, and it's sort of terrifying in the darkness with the red light and the wet skin, and everything is just sort of freaky. But you don't turn and run immediately, which is your initial inclination. But you sort of gird your loins, as it were, steel yourself, and it attacks. So first, it's going to. Ah! I removed it from the.
Ruh-roh.
No. How do I add this thing to the?
You killed it. It's dead.
No. No. What the hell? How do I add it? The little plus button's not active. What the hell is going on? Both of them are not there.
I still see one doppelganger.
Yeah, visually I see them, but they're not actually in the initiative order anymore. I don't know what the hell just happened. Oh, I see. Yeah, the one doppelganger is there. So how do I... Damn it. All right, this is freaking aggravating. It's not even... All right, I'm going to end it and restart it. It shouldn't affect or change anything, but just in case. Add all tokens. Break it apart. Start combat. Okay, yeah, it still has the damage it took before. Okay, so it completely screwed up the initiative, so I apologize about that. We'll just go on this new initiative after everyone else goes. But the doppelganger that was going to go, that was being attacked, they have 2 slam attacks. And the first slam attack is going to go toward Gunnar. Nope, not advantage, just roll. For 21, you take 11 damage as this fist just hammers down on top of you. The
How
second,
much?
11 damage, bludgeoning.
6. All right.
The second attack is directed at Garrick. For 20 to hit, you take 11 damage as it sort of bashes you across the side, just doing its best to move you guys back. And that is its turn.
Quick question. Would Elowyn have been part of that main group back there? Because I just placed the token randomly.
Elowyn was back with Kithris, yeah.
Okay.
So, here, I already have an Elowyn on the board at the bottom, so we'll use that one.
Oh.
So if you go to the very, very bottom.
Not seeing it.
You don't see it
Hold
right
on.
here.
Let me see. Yeah, I'm zoomed all the way out and I can't get down there for some reason.
You can't move the map? It's like you left click on your mouse and drag?
Yeah, it's not letting me move it. I can make it bigger, but I can't make it any smaller.
Do you see Elowyn next to the group now?
Yes, yep, I can see her
Okay,
now.
so I'm just moving her down to where Kithris was. Do you see where I moved her?
Nope.
So you're zoomed out, but you don't see her where she is?
That is correct.
Yeah, that's weird. Do you see her now?
Just barely, yep.
Okay, yeah, I think you need to move the map around or something, because that's very strange. Okay, in any case, Gunnar went. Kithris is going to be up next. I'm going to sort of bounce around until we get back to the beginning of the next round.
So I imagine Kithris will. Okay. Well,
There we go.
I'm going to say I think he would want to finish this creature. So he'll probably move around in a rage, just looking for blood.
Mm-hmm. The stress.
Where's Mom? Screaming, and he'll attack with his. Well, he'll probably attack with his greatsword. Let's say it's going mental. So what's that? It's +4. Okay, so he gets a 10 in total.
Okay, so he slides his massive great sword through the air, and the doppelganger leans back, and it barely passes in front of its face.
Screaming, "Where's my mom? Where is she?"
There's almost an otherworldly sounding voice coming from this gray formed creature. Just, I'm your mom now. Anything else?
That's not creepy. I don't think. Has he got a bonus action? Let's see what his bonus actions are. Oh, he can produce flame, can't he? So he'll use his breath weapon on it as a is it a bonus action? Yeah, produce flame. So he'll
his
try
breath
that.
weapon, I think, is different than the produce flame cantrip. Is that what you're talking about?
Oh yeah, so he'll just use his cantrip then, produce flame. He'll swing wildly, and then as a bonus action, he'll.
So creating the flame is basically a 20-foot radius in dim light for another 20 feet, up to 60 feet away from you, and so you're like hurling it right in this creature's face.
Oh no, I've got here that is bonus actions. Produce flame cantrip.
Yeah, the casting the spell is a bonus action, but actually it's a magic action to hurl the fire at the creature.
Okay. Okay, yeah, well then that's his only other bonus action. So yeah, no, that'll be him.
Okay. We're gonna go to let's see, Garrick already went. Elowyn.
All right. Seeing that they seem to have this one doppelganger handled, I'm going to try to move. Do I know where the other one is yet?
Give me a perception check as you are moving through the forest.
Yeah, that's a 7.
So, no, it's really kind of hard to see through this canopy with the rain and everything. And your attention is definitely drawn toward all the chaos in front of you.
In that case, I'm just going to cast Guiding Bolt on the other one that I can see. So Elowyn is going to thrust her divine symbol forward, draw back an invisible string, and release it with an exhale, saying, "By Mishakal, guide her light, strike true."
Nice.
And
is it
that's
a saving throw for me?
No, it's an attack roll, so.
Gotcha.
That's a 15 to hit.
All right, so this force, as you're throwing this, what does it look like?
It's just a It looks like a pebble of just like glowing light that has like a comet tail behind it. Kind of like a casting a slingshot almost.
Yeah. So as it hurls through the trees, you can see it lighting up the trees as it's just passing by each, and it smacks this thing dead in the face. Give me damage.
I don't think oh, it's 4d6, not 6d4. Okay. What did I
It's
get?
4d6 damage? Wow. I don't think Amy's
Yep.
ever used that spell.
That's 14 radiant damage, and
Wow.
as I see the shot hit, Elowyn's going to clap her hands and say, "Her light marks you. The next blow finds its mark." And so the next attack made against this creature has advantage as it is glowing.
Cool. So it smashes it in his face. It stumbles back, screaming out into the night, just "Rah!" And you hear this sort of call through the canopy of trees, "Rah! Rah!" breaking through, and you know you're not alone. There's another out here. And just then it breaks through the canopy, charging this direction behind you toward Elowyn. Just "Rah! Rah!" and it comes down with two massive fists. 19 to hit, slams you
Yep.
down with 11 damage. The second fist comes over and it's just screaming in your face. 13 to hit.
No, my AC is 18.
You bring your shield up and it glances right off the shield, just cling, sort of jarring you for a moment. And then you see this unsettling visage flash out toward you as you sort of turn your head after being hit and gaze at it. Give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, that's a good one for me. I got +7 to that.
Yeah.
Jeez, I'm getting horrible rolls. That's an 11.
Oh no. Okay. You have the frightened condition, and you repeat the save at the end of each of your turns. After 1 full minute, it'll end itself. So basically, frightened condition just means while you have this condition, you have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of fear is within line of sight, and you cannot willingly move closer to the source of the fear. And so that's its turn. Now we're just going to go in the order that we had already gone in. And I'm sorry that it's all mixed up and stuff. I don't know why it wouldn't let me add the creature. So Doppelganger B is going to go, then Gunnar is going to go, and then we're going to go in order that we've already gone. So the Doppelganger B is going to try to recharge its unsettling visage. All right, did it just roll? All right, it did not recharge it. And so it's going to do its slam attack on Gunnar first. 22, jeez. So that's 11 damage. And its second slam attack is going to turn toward Kithris and just do a backhanded 22 again. Backhands right with 11 damage to Kithris. And it sort of like stumbles back, doing its best to stay on its feet. It's clearly hurt. And Gunnar, you're up.
All right. Die. Enough with you, strange beast. All right. Roll to hit. Oh, that's playing 19.
Yeah, you bury your axe into its chest. How does it die?
All right. Since it's fake boobs, I split them in half.
Oh, jeez.
That's right here. So
the body just sort of splits open. Lunatary's light is illuminating all the moisture inside, making it even worse than it normally would as rain sort of drips in and flushes. Intestines start to spill out from the stomach. It drops down to its knees, lifeless, and its head just sort of lolls to the side as it falls down to the ground. And you guys hear this sort of scream through the trees coming from behind you, where Elowyn is. Okay, now I can delete this creature.
I'm gonna move to Ellen for my movement.
Okay.
Anything
else on your turn?
I don't have a bonus. Nope, that's it. That's it for me.
All right, Kithris, you're up.
So Kithris will move down and beside it to try and flank it, and he'll go again with his, because unfortunately his breath weapon's a cone, so he doesn't want to catch anyone. So he'll just strike with his great sword.
Okay.
Again, screaming, "Where's his mum?"
Where's my mom?
Yeah, where's my mom? So that's a 23 to hit.
Oh my
He's
gosh!
+4.
Yeah, you hack into it with your great sword.
And so it's 2d6 damage plus. So that's 7 plus his 2. So that's 9, I think, in total.
So 9 damage.
Oh, I think he can add some psionic die, can't he? He can add psionic die. Well, I'll do that for another one. I'll have to read through
Once
his
on each of
character.
your turn, immediately after you hit a target within 30 feet with an attack and deal damage with a weapon, you can expend 1 psionic energy die to deal 1d6 plus 2 force damage.
All right, so I'll use that as well. So
1d6 plus 2.
he'll use 1 psionic die. I'll note that on my piece of paper. So another d6. So for another, is that 1d6 plus 2? So that's another 8, I guess.
8, nice. So the creature just sort of screams out with your massive swipe of your great sword, and its brain is sort of throbbing with that psychic damage. Anything else for Kithris?
I think that would be it for him.
It's a pretty successful move. All right, Garrick, you're
Pretty
up.
good. Garrick will flank the other side. Go for a strike with his scimitar first. $15.
15 hits.
Excellent. So, bonus action, he'll move his hunter's mark over to it. If that's all right.
Yeah.
So he'll shout, "Chislev, there's more. Illuminate this abomination."
Just
And he'll swing round Gunnar.
7.
that's for
that was damage.
7.
15 to hit does hit. So you slice in with 7 damage. Any other damage to apply to that?
Well, the hunter's mark with it. So that's
Whoa, nice.
a total of
13.
13. Would you be opposed to me having a backstab on it as well? Because it's because I should be able to do a backstab with guys in 5 feet, but I don't want to.
With your
Totally.
rogue, yeah.
Yeah, with the rogue. So he'll add his. Oh God, where is it? I can't see it. Sneak attack. So another 2 on that, and then with the nick, I'll take a shot with his short sword as well.
Okay.
So that misses, I imagine, 9.
A 9, yeah. So
Yeah.
it screams and it sort of pushes back a little bit, and that's when you bring your knife out to try to shank it. Barely misses with your short sword. Anything else, Garrick?
No, that's it. That's me done.
Elowyn, you're up.
All right.
So you have the frightened condition.
And I make the save at the end of my turn?
I believe so. Let me double check.
Oh,
At the end of each of its turns, yeah.
okay. Since it's close up to me, most of my spells are kind of further range. I'm just going to use my mace and strike the creature.
All right, you got disadvantage.
Yep.
Sort of terrified. Just, get away! Ah!
I swear to God, this AI is like crazy. I rolled a 2 and a 3.
Oh no!
6.
Yeah, you're just freaked out. So I mean, you just strike out as best you can, but it's clearly not in the way to be hit from you.
That's my turn.
All right.
Oh, and the saving throw.
Right.
Wisdom.
Doesn't the next attack against this beast get advantage, or which one did you hit it with your bolt?
It was the other one,
Ah,
unfortunately.
okay.
And I rolled a 3.
Oh no! All
So
right,
that's
you're
a
frightened.
10.
Yeah,
That's a 10.
you need 11.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, you need a 12. 12 is the DC. All right, so Elowyn's there. The doppelganger is going to focus on the terrified Elowyn, and it's going to pummel you twice, hoping to take you down for good.
Might. I only have 20 HP.
10 to hit.
Misses.
He brings his fist down, and you're just terrified. You bring up your shield, and he pounds against the shield a second time, just sort of like just pushing down a little bit with each thrust, and he's just screaming, "Rah!" Just entirely furious. It's going to do its best to recharge its visage. It doesn't, and that's its turn. All right, next up, Gunnar.
All right, you die too.
No,
Smash.
you die.
Now you die. I shall hit you with my great axe. I'm swinging, and what are we? 12.
Does not hit.
Oh,
So you
all right.
swing past it. It moves out of the way, sort of bumping up into other characters, since you guys are all sort of surrounding it. Anything else on your turn, Gunnar?
I think that'll be it.
Kithris is up.
So Kithris will go for a strike again and probably psionically empower it. We'll see. Yeah, well, that should hit 23, I think, in total.
23 does hit. Give me some.
So the weapon does 5 plus his 2, I think it is. Yeah, so 5 plus 2, so 7. And then his psionic damage on top of it will be an extra 6. So
13 again. Just keep track of the psionic
yeah, I am.
points. So
that's
13.
2 you.
So it's
So yeah, he'll
clearly
be
hurting as you're battering it back and forth between, well, in this particular case, it's just sort of Kithris and Garrick sort of hitting it back and forth. Blood is openly flowing. It's kind of hard to determine the blood from the red tinted water, but it's clearly hurt. Anything else for Kithris?
No, I think that's it for Kithris.
Garrick, you're up.
Okay. Garrick will go for his scimitar strike. 19.
Slices across its back.
So he'll do the. So that'll be 6 plus his hunter's mark.
How's he die?
So that'll be 10. Oh right, how's it die? Well, he'll take the scimitar and he'll, as it's turned to look at him, he'll literally just stab it through the back of the neck, almost like it doesn't see. Just
nice.
slice it and say, "Chislev sends her regards."
Nice. So the bullseye lantern is like sitting on the ground or something like that, where you guys started this whole thing. It's just eerily lighting up the corpse at your feet. And you're all just sort of staring down as the rain is sort of breaking through the canopy, still getting you all wet. It's still freezing, and it's still the middle of the night. What do you do now?
We can't stop. We need to find Mum. We need to keep going.
You've got a
Where
couple
is she?
different paths to go in. You see the path that the second doppelganger came from your lower left. You have your upper left and upper right. Looks like the animal trails are going through there.
What, through the upper right?
Well, the upper right, upper left, and lower left are the 3 different track or areas you can go.
Well, she obviously didn't come this way because these seemed fine. I'll try and see if I can see any tracks on the ground.
All right, give me a survival check.
17.
You're spending a lot of time looking around, but you do see those same dog prints in the ground moving off to the same upper left. Like past beyond you guys.
We'll head. I'll
It's like turn to him. What do you see?
I can see the tracks. They seem to go this way. It's a dog of some description.
Let's head that direction here. Anything comes in within our pass in front of us, just be cautious.
How is
Okay,
everybody on health?
Took some hits. I'm 35 out of 45. I think you may be
Okay.
the worst off, though.
So
I'm
yeah,
20 out of 31.
Okay. I think we're
Kithris
okay
is on
for now.
25. Yeah, I'm on 23. I'm all right for the moment.
I do have a prayer of healing, which is 2d8 plus 4, and that gets everybody, but maybe we can save that. I don't know.
That'd be
Yeah.
a 10-minute ritual to do that.
Yeah.
True.
I'm going to extend my rage a little bit, though, if I could.
For the duration of one round, it would just wear off.
Would it? Okay. Would you want to just... Let's just go ahead and make our way towards the tracks and see what we can come up with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as you start moving toward the tracks, you almost stop immediately as you hear Lehi's voice, though it is different, almost guttural and animalistic, twisted in some way, and sort of laughing through the canopy, and it sounds like it's coming directly up above you. You see through the brushes, there's this massive cliff face that rises about 300 feet in the air, and it's hard to see the top of it because it's all through the tree line and stuff. You think you might be able to see a form that's moving around back and forth, almost like a wild animal pacing back and forth, and you just hear, "Come, my son, embrace your destiny. Join me. You don't understand the power that I wield. We can take the cult ourselves."
Mom,
"Come
What?
on, join me."
who was their god before? I forget. So who was it?
I believe it was Habakkuk.
Habakkuk. That's it. Mom, this is. The Habakkuk would say no.
You just hear a
This
sort
isn't
of
our way.
laughing.
Whatever evil holds you, you must not give in.
You almost hear this possessed voice, like Exorcist or something. It's like, "Lehi is not in charge here. I am in charge," echoing through the forest itself. And it does not sound like Lehi at all. But what it does do is create this sort of scream, like almost a roar, "Who dares wake me?" sound coming from this hollow cavern that you guys can't make out in the darkness. And the bushes sort of just break away as you see this massive Etten break through from its sort of cavern in the cave face, and a laughing that sort of disappears that was what you would assume was Lehi, as she just sort of disappears into the night. And this massive Etten just sort of stumbles out. "Oh, there!" One of the heads says that. And let me check on them really quick to see whether the heads like disagree with each other.
You're healed.
So a 3 and a 5. So we've got criticizing one another as they perform separate tasks. All right, so one of them's like, "Let's go back to bed." And there's like, "There's people out here shouting. You can't sleep when they're shouting." "Well, then let's kill the people and then go back to bed." "That's why I got up, stupid." Initiative.
Oh boy.
Great.
Go ahead and roll for me, I guess. I'm okay with that. It just makes it easier.
Yeah, you're gonna have to roll.
18.
18 for, let me do auto initiative, and I'll add 18 for
Right.
Elowyn. Nice. And start combat. All right, Kithris, you got 20 initiative. You're up. You see this massive two-headed monstrosity in front of you.
Oh, shit. That's an Etten.
Yeah, it's no joke.
We may be able to play the heads off each other
This is going to be fun.
if
Bless.
combat fails.
Cleric, you have to bless us.
I really don't want to have
I
to
had gone
move
first.
toward the Etten.
They're tough.
Pardon? Yeah, they are.
And they
So,
hit like trucks.
Perhaps long range attacks.
I don't know what is the range of his breath weapon. Is it? Oh, it's got to
Alright.
be close, hasn't it? Oh, breath
It's
weapon. 15
cone
foot cone.
or a 30-foot line 5 feet wide.
Okay. Is he within 30 feet? I can't see on the how far. How far
So just using the thing, you're at 35
line.
feet right now with the ruler.
Yeah. So he'll move forward a little bit.
So let me move him to 30 feet, which would just be like 1 token distance right there.
Yeah, and he'll try and so it's a dex save, I think. A dex save of 12 is the target.
Okay, let's see what they can do. They're
don't
massive
look very
creatures and they're
dexterous.
not very dexterous. So the flame comes out and one's like, "Hey, move!" What? And it sort of like breaks against their chest and there's roar. So go ahead and give me some damage for that.
Okay, it's a D10, so 6.
Okay. As it breaks off, they sort of scream, "Oh, make it stop! Well, we have to go kill him to do that! I told you to move! I'm trying to move!" Anything else, Kithris?
I don't think he's really got much in the way of a bonus action at the moment, other than second wind. So no, I don't think so.
All right. Garrick, you're up.
Garrick will go and move off to his right, and he'll fire his heavy crossbow at it. And 10. So no,
Goes
that misses.
right past one of his heads and sticks into the bush behind them.
Damn it!
Anything else?
And with his bonus action, he'll use his second hunter's mark on it.
Okay.
So I probably should have done that first, but yeah, that's his bonus action. So he'll mark it once again, calling towards Chislev to guide his aim. Guide my aim.
Okay. Elowyn, you're up.
Okay, to buff or damage? That's the question.
Buff.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go with bless. So Elowyn will raise her holy symbol and kind of point it at each group member and myself and say, "Mishakal's favor shines upon you." And cast bless. So that's 3 targets, including myself. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna cast it at 2nd level, so it gets everybody. And you now have a D4 you can add to attack rolls and saving throws.
Cool.
Nice. Don't forget
You
that.
still have a bonus, don't you, with your spiritual hammer if you wanted to use that?
Yeah, but it's casting 2 spells in 1 turn, so I don't think I can do that.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, if it's a bonus action,
Yeah.
you
It
can.
is a bonus action, but
Yeah.
I didn't.
That's
That's
fine.
cool with you?
I mean, it's up to the DM, but
Yeah. You can only do one magic action as an action, but a bonus action is separate. So.
Oh, okay. Then in that case, yeah, I'll cast Spiritual Weapon, which is a 2nd level. It's another 2nd level spell. The range is 60 feet, so it should get right up next to them.
Do you want it right in
and
front of them or on the side or?
Probably on the side. And I'll say, "By the hammer of Mishakal, rise and strike for truth."
You see this
And I
hammer
can,
or whatever. What is it? A hammer it manifests as, or what?
yeah, it would be like a forge hammer, I think.
So you just sort of materialize in the air next to him, and one of the heads turns. Hey, there's a little thing here. Go ahead and roll the hit.
And I can attack immediately with that. So
hit his kneecaps.
Clang, clang.
So I rolled an 8, but I get a D4 and it's a +7. So 8 plus 7 is 15.
A 15
Plus
hits.
2 is 17. So 17 total.
Hits.
All right, and the damage is 1d8 plus 5.
So is that a concentration spell? Because you already have Bless, which is a concentration.
It
I didn't
is,
know that.
yes.
They
So
switched
it'll-
that.
Yeah.
It'll
So I
disappear
can't.
after this one attack because you can't concentrate on 2 at once.
Yeah, keep the bless up. Then
That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah,
So
thinking-
yeah, that's if I only get the 1 use out of it, that's fine.
Okay. And what's the damage?
Or actually, I could just retroactively say that I don't do that because it's too,
Totally
two
up to you.
concentrations. I could do a guiding bolt instead.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. All right. So instead of that, I'm going to cast guiding bolt at first level. Thrust my symbol forward, draw back the invisible string, release with an exhale. By Mishakal, guide the light, strike true. And that's
Streaks out toward him.
whoops.
So
Hold
whispers one, move out of the way this time.
Hold on, I did that. That was weird. Okay. Yeah, it definitely hits. It's like a 27 or something.
Yeah. Okay. Give me
28.
damage.
That's 4d6. 9 damage. Elowyn claps and says, "Her light marks you. The next blow finds its mark."
Bursts across his chest, just stumbles back and grabs a tree branch. Who did that? I think it was the little one in the back. Let's get it. Anything else for Elowyn?
No.
Gunnar, you're up.
All right, rage. I see the setting, don't I?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. They're not very bright.
They're very big.
Pretty dumb.
But he's actually glowing brightly right now, so.
So he's yeah. All right. I guess I can roll the dice and just take it 1-on-1, which I'm not going to last long at all.
Do you have any ranged attacks?
Dumb it down, or is anything in the confusion to see what we can do, but maybe just outsmarting it instead of trying to out physically beat it.
You've
Put
already
your
started
ass-
attacking it, so I think it's
All right, screw it. Okay, well then we'll just go with what we normally do. Just we'll just beat the piss out of it. So, all right. Let me get to that screen here. I'm moving around.
Don't forget you're blessed.
Yes, I feel really confident.
Hashtag blessed.
I probably could reach him. Where's the ruler at? What is it, 60?
From you, it's 37. So you just charge forward.
Yes.
So you have advantage to hit because of Elowyn's spell. You have
Okay.
the bless bonus as well.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll advantage first, and then I'll roll. Well, let's see if I hit without having to do advantage.
Well, no matter what, it's going to burn the advantage. I mean, it's not really.
Okay,
an
so there's a 19 with modified, so it's 25 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
Okay, take that, you stinky beast.
You
All
bury
right.
the axe into it.
Yeah.
Your damage.
I got a 6, 10.
It screams out, "Oh, little human hurt me. Let's hurt it back." Okay. Anything else, Gunnar?
I like to move maybe a little bit out of its way.
If you move out of its threat reach, you're going
That
to
gets
provoke
a-
opportunity.
All right, screw it. So I'll just prepare to get whacked.
You're just like, scrunching your face up.
Yep.
All right, one hand brings this massive battle axe swinging up and over its arm down toward you.
Hey, what's
18 to
behind
hit.
you?
That's 14 slashing damage. And you are knocked prone
Wait.
from
oh,
the force
shit.
of that.
What did you roll?
An 18 to hit.
Oh, I thought you said a 14. Okay.
No, it's 14 damage.
Oh, so you already hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll heal you.
So you're dropped down prone, and the Morning Star comes over with the other arm and drops down on top of you with advantage.
Oh,
So 15 to hit,
It just hits.
14 damage.
7
And
more.
you have disadvantage on your next attack roll until the end of your next turn.
Okay.
But you're prone right now, so you have disadvantage anyway as prone. But in any case, you're just like pummeled into the ground with these 2 massive hits. I think we killed it. Yeah, I think you're right. Let's get that healer. And it sort of stomps
Cool.
toward you and
Still
stops
up?
there.
I'm
All
gonna
right,
get
that's
him.
its turn. Kithris, you're up.
I'm gonna get a pumpkin cookie. I'll be right
Are you
back.
still conscious?
Gunnar?
Kithris will,
Yeah, he is.
Kithris will attack with his greatsword, I'm guessing. And he will definitely pump his third psychic
Yeah.
into it for sure. That does not hit.
I don't even see what it was.
It was on a 1.
Oh.
So 5.
So you go and you sort of slip from all the rain and mud under your feet and catch yourself before you drop to the ground.
But I forgot he's got graze with that, so it still does 4 damage
That's awesome.
because graze does his ability modifier in damage, so it's his strength plus his proficiency bonus, so it still does 4 damage to it.
Cool.
But
So you slice past him as you're slipping, which sort of nicks him. He doesn't even really respond as if he felt it at all. They're just sort of arguing, "Get out of the way, Draconian. We have a dwarf to eat." Garrick's
That
up.
would be me.
So-
You're all, I don't taste very good.
Yeah.
So he'll move to the side of it, and he'll instantly, he'll just go straight for his scimitar with a backstab on it and his hunter's mark, and see if he can hit it. That's 21 to hit.
Hits.
Okay.
You
So he
slice
does
into him.
8 plus. So that's 9, and then his sneak attack. 9, so it's 14 for that hit.
Nice.
And then he'll try his short sword.
Slice into it with your scimitar. Your short sword comes out, jabbing toward it.
It's only a 10, so I imagine that
And he just
doesn't
sort of
even.
bats it aside with this massive morning star.
Ah,
Elowyn, you're
okay.
up.
All right.
It seems bloodied at this point. I mean, you guys have done damage to it.
I think I'm going to try a. I think I'm going to do Healing Word for. Sorry, I'm still figuring out the characters' names. Who's injured right now?
I am. I'm pretty.
Yeah,
I'm
Gunnar's
more
on the ground
Alright.
way across. Healing word, what's the casting time on that?
That is just an action.
Okay. And do you
It's
have any
actually a
next to
bonus.
them?
It's actually a bonus action.
Oh, cool.
What's the range on it?
60 feet.
You're good.
All right, so that's 2d4 plus 8. I'm casting it at the first level. Oh, wow, Healing Word got a little beefed up.
Got buffed.
That's awesome. All right, so 2d4 plus 8. That's going to be 15 health for you, bud.
Nice. You feel the warmth of Mishakal's presence.
Yes. Sorry. By Mishakal's mercy, be healed. So that's my bonus action.
Nice.
I'm still concentrating on Bless. I think I'm going to use a cantrip. Go for Sacred Flame.
Okay.
That's
Dex,
60 feet, and that's a Dex saving throw of 15.
Oh, they just made 16.
Okay.
So you
So
call
I-
out to
I-
Mishakal, and the
Yeah.
canopy breaks open, and light breaks down to the ground, splattering mud and leaves and sticks all around. But it was right next to him, not on him.
Gotcha.
Anything else for
That's my
Elowyn?
turn.
All right, Gunnar,
Nope.
you're up. You're prone.
Okay, I'm gonna get up
All right, that takes half your move.
and let me get the ruler. Well, of course, I'm gonna go back and keep beating on him. Did
Okay.
you
You
gave me
have
some-
range too.
Did I get healed? I missed that part.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think it was 16.
Oh wow, that's a good one. Nice, thank you, sir. And then we go back to the map. Yeah. You say I got
Charge
disadvantage?
forward. Yeah, you got disadvantage.
You all right. What's the button to roll disadvantage? You guys remember?
I don't know. You can
You
just hit it
right-
twice and take
If
the
you
other.
right click it, you can roll it with disadvantage.
Oh, okay, got it. Oh,
17 with disadvantage hits.
so yeah, remember me?
Crack. He's like, I thought we killed that. The bug's
Stinky
still
shit.
here.
Smell. 11.
Nice. You hack into its back and it screams out, "Ah! Little man, get back up. Well, let's put him back down." Anything else, Gunnar?
Well, he's not facing me. Can I still? Would we still get an attack on me if I backed off?
Yeah, because it's within reach. It's not.
Oh, okay. I follow you.
Especially with these little tokens, there's no like facing direction I can have it on.
Oh well. I guess I'm just staying put now at this point. I'm not gonna do anything else. I'm just
Okay.
laughing at him.
So the Ettin's gonna turn partially and bring its massive battle axe down on top of you. Well, that's its goal anyway. 21 to hit. You take 14 slashing damage and you're knocked back prone. The Morning
Jeez.
Star is going to slide over towards Garrick. 15 to hit.
Oh, that just misses.
You like duck down. Your hat is knocked off your head as this massive Morning Star goes straight across. You're just like, oh my gosh, I'm glad that didn't make contact. Oh
I
my
love that hat.
and it's sort of stumbling back and forth, trying to like look at all the tiny little creatures arguing with itself. Which one should we get next? That stupid dwarf! That dwarf can wait. These stupid humans. Let's step on that one. Kithris is up.
Githris will go for another strike. And he'll empower it. So that's a D20. Oh, 3 plus 7. Oh, but he's got the D4, but I don't think that's good.
Yeah, bless.
Even with an 11, it wouldn't do it.
Yeah, 6 plus 4 is 10, so that'll miss.
You
Unfortunately,
swing out, and it doesn't even notice you tried to hit it.
he's going crazy at the moment,
Yeah.
screaming for his mum, and just there's no technique at all in it now.
Yeah. All right. Anything else for Kithris?
No, I think that'll be him.
Ooh, Garrick, you're up.
Okay, I'll do the same thing with his scimitar, and no 10. So even with a 4, that's going to miss. So yeah,
it
that'll be
might
his.
hit
Oh,
with a 4.
okay.
You need
with,
their armor class is 12.
Oh right. Okay. So
There you
so that'll
go.
be a 12 in total.
On the money.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
Good thing Bless is going.
Yeah.
You
So
slice into it, screams out.
plus so that's 12, and with the backstab, everyone's around it. So 18 in total.
Hell yeah.
That, and with the nick, he'll try the short sword. That misses.
That
no.
hits. A
Oh
12.
no, that hit. Oh, it was a 7. That hits.
7 plus
so,
5 for your ability. So it slides forward. It cuts into its massive thigh. Give me some damage.
For an additional 8.
8 damage. Jeez, you just messed
I
this thing
really-
up. It's stumbling
I really
on both of
like
its
that
feet.
hat.
Anything else, Garrick?
No, that's it.
Elowyn, you're up. This thing is reeling.
That's how I like them. I don't want to use up all my spell slots too fast, just in case. So I'm going to use another cantrip, Sacred Flame, Dex 15 saving throw. Mishakal, protect us with your light.
Failed.
All right, that's a measly 1d8 damage. Let's see.
That could be all you need.
6 radiant damage.
Oh, how does it die?
As Elowyn calls to Mishakal, just a flaming white jet of radiant fire falls from the sky and just engulfs the body of the Etten and doesn't burn it, but kind of disintegrates it almost.
Right. Nice. So as it's sort of dissolving, it sort of does one last little scream. I told you to stay in bed. And this thing just hits the ground hard and everything sort of shakes. And then again, it's just the silence of the rain pounding the canopy above. And you don't hear anything with Lehigh at all.
Quick,
But Mishakal's light.
we should take cover. And I'll say, in its cave.
So as you start to move forward toward its cave, the smell starts hitting you. And it's just horrid body odor. You couldn't really smell outside, but it's all concentrated in the cave. Like all of its funk and farts and everything and dead, remnant corpses that it was consuming. But it is dry in here. And because of the bushes sort of outside of its cave, it's actually maintains the heat a little bit. You don't have any of the breeze that's outside, so it's a little bit warmer too.
So I could either do a prayer of healing, or we could try for a short rest, perhaps.
Let's say we expect the Etten. We
could also look for loot too.
Yeah, that too. In the cave.
So checking the Etten, it doesn't have anything except for this massive battle axe and morning star, which is even almost as big as a human's height in size, but they're not special at all. They look like they've seen better days. They're not sharpened or anything. They're just massive. As far as treasure in its cave or anything like that, give me 1 second. You can, let's see, you see about 20 steel pieces in total.
Cool.
Do we have a party inventory or?
We do. I'm not sure who's keeping it.
It was Lehigh for a while, but she took everything that she had on her.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Does she not have any notes or anything?
Well, I have her character sheet, but that's with her on her person.
So all the money too, huh?
Well, everything that was on her, yeah.
Ouch.
I can't edit Elowyn's character sheet, so maybe somebody else could add the steel.
I mean, I'm happy to do it. I'll add the steel. And if you want.
Yeah, it's probably best.
Okay.
I actually don't see that she wrote down anything either. Man. You guys need to make sure you're taking notes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I've put it on the character sheet, so.
Nice.
Anything else in the cave? No.
Recap the session and what we got for inventory. Let's have AI to help us out with that. All right.
That could work.
Well, I mean, you're not going to be able to get the inventory back that she had because she took it. But anything that you guys have on you from the adventures, you'd clearly still have.
Yeah.
All right, so I mean, it's raining outside. It's a little bit warm in here. The smell is pretty rotten and vile. You search through some nasty remaining corpses, so you see like pieces of bone and clothing. It looks like because this is so close to the roadside inn, this is probably some just random travelers throughout the course of the time that Etten chose to live here. But there's nothing else of any value here.
Nothing
Yeah.
there. Huh?
Yeah.
Should we pursue or should we try to rest or heal and then pursue?
We should go find Ma. I want Ma.
Yeah. I can cast prayer healing and get us back up, and then we can go.
Yeah, let's do that. We can probably get some healing done. I know he wants to go find Mom. Yeah, let's do it. We'll just keep
Alright.
pushing forward here.
So if I cast prayer of healing at 2nd level, it's a 10-minute wait time, but it's 2d8 plus 4 for everybody. So let's do that.
I agree.
Okay.
Are you joking? I rolled 2 1s.
No, that's terrible. Let him re-roll that.
No.
I really do think this AI is like glitched or something because the amount of super low rolls I've gotten is crazy. But everybody gets 6 health.
Not nothing.
Yay.
That's
Yeah.
better than nothing.
It's a 2nd level spell slot. I only have 1 left.
Brutal. Okay, so you guys, you've been sitting there for 10 minutes and you feel a little bit better after praying to Mishakal for health and renewed vigor, whatever it is you pray for. You're still in this rotten smelling little cavern. It doesn't really go in very far, and you can see roots coming down from that massive cliff that it's underneath.
Well, she was at the top of that cliff face, so I'll try and after we've had our heal, I'll try and look for a way up around that cliff to find all that raised section.
Right.
To see if we can
I'll give you
find
guidance for when
better
you make
way
that
up.
roll.
So is it just you going out there in the forest alone?
Oh, I'm coming.
I imagine Kithris will be on the tail pretty close.
Is Gunnar going?
Yes.
Okay. So
When you make that roll, I'll give you guidance.
It's really a 50-50 decision here, whether you go to the northeast or the southwest as the mountain range moves, this massive cliff.
Okay, so northeast.
Okay. So you guys start to move northeast. It looks like the height of the cliff starts to get smaller. You've been walking for about a half an hour at this point, and you can actually see through the canopy in the darkness that the canopy actually opens up a little bit, and it looks like there is a little hill and animal path that can go up and around to get on top of where the cliff actually forms that's still ahead of you. And as you're slowly making your way up there, you're hearing the regular chitter chatter of other creatures in the trees. You're hearing like owls hooting, sort of like staying underneath the branches, to make sure they're not getting like completely or within their little hollows in the tree themselves in order to stay out of the rain. Chipmunks are like chittering and calling as you get close, warning that there's some creatures in the area. And the night sky is slowly starting to get a little bit lighter as dawn is starting to come in, but it's still a ways away, a couple hours away. It's just the sky is getting a little bit lighter. And you guys can start to move on top of the cliff, but you have heard nothing from Lehigh, and you're not even sure she's in the area anymore.
Where are we on the world map?
So in the world map, you are right around here. I don't know if you could see my little
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
scribble next to
Okay.
Whitdell.
Okay.
So you're not quite at Whitdell yet.
Well, I reckon all of us will start looking around for when we can roughly see we were in the sort of where we were. Start looking to see if we can see tracks or.
So it's about another
And-
half an hour as you follow the cliff back to where you were, but being on top of it now. And you can't really see through the canopy below you as the cliff goes clear up above. And you're sort of looking around. Give me a survival check.
Guidance.
She just walks up and boops you.
Yeah, that's not going to help.
For that too, or
8 and
for survival,
the
or
D4, isn't it? So it's 10.
Yeah, you're doing your
that's
best, but it really does look like the footprints disappear. Whatever animal she had turned into, whatever creature it was, it did not stay around, and it doesn't seem to show anywhere of where it went.
Can I make a survival check as well?
yeah, I wanted to make one too.
Okay.
I got a dirty 20.
You're sure this thing with a dirty 20 disappeared. Like there's no tracks. Like it either took to trees or like you just don't know where it went from this point. But you know it's not around here.
The tracks have disappeared.
I think
I mean, you do
Garrick
know
will
that she
try and-
has turned into different creatures before and that she could easily like fly away if she wanted to.
Okay. Perhaps she has taken flight.
Listen, Kithris, lads, I think she's gone, but your mum will be back. I'm sure we'll find her. She'll find you trust in that boy. So I'll try and console him and, you know, hope that he'll probably be sobbing,
Mm-hmm.
asking for his mother,
So you guys are out?
not knowing what to do with himself, being alone.
Yeah.
I
Just
put my hand
freezing
up
in the rain.
and I says, "We'll find her. She's not gone. We'll find her."
We don't have any means of like a message spell or like a sending spell or anything like that, right?
I mean, there's some people have.
I've got message. I mean, I'll try it, but unless she's within 120 foot, I'll try the cantrip message.
Yeah, I mean,
'cause
you would even
know
need
her.
to know a direction too.
Yeah.
In this case,
So-
she's not in the area, so you do
Yeah.
your best, but you don't think you made any connection.
We've got Legion business to carry on with, though.
Yeah.
We need to get this done. I'm sure
What-
she'll.
What should we tell the villagers? Or the inn people?
Well, the inn itself is completely burned down, and they're all dead
Yeah.
inside. But the caravan is what you guys need to be returning to if you're going to continue with the caravan.
Well, we need to follow it at least to see where the ones that we've marked,
Right.
where they go. So we need to get back to the road from here. Would we be able to maybe circumvent, almost cut them off as we've moved probably ahead? Have we moved ahead or off to the side of the cabin?
It seems like you've
caravan.
moved off the road itself, like away from the road.
Yeah.
So you'd have to. I mean, you're still a couple hours from dawn, which is when they would start moving anyway. So you could probably make it back if you wanted to before they start leaving.
Well, if we move back, Garrick will take 2 of the hands of the doppelgangers.
Good call.
Say that we've caught the creatures that caused the havoc earlier.
Gross. Okay.
Well,
hack
he's a
their hands
hunter,
off.
isn't he?
Yeah.
Was there any kind of like reward for that, or
No, but it might allay some fears. I'm hoping allay something that we found them if they were going to try and attack again.
Yeah. It takes you about an hour to get back to the burned out inn and the caravan that is slowly waking up. It's still dark just because of the cloudy overcast and the rain has sort of relented a little bit in the last hour. It's not as forceful, but it is freezing. And you can actually see that there underneath the canopy of some of the trees, there's actually frost on the ground. It's so cold. Some of this rain is actually freezing where it's not being actively rained on. As you guys are sort of seeing your breath in that early dawn time, you're sort of hear a call out from some of the guards, and you see that one theater guard come approach, like, who goes there?
That's great stuff, lad.
Aha!
Yes,
See, I see you have returned successfully, hopefully?
Aye, well,
mixed
found
results?
we found those doppelgangers that was causing us trouble earlier.
There were doppelgangers? Are you one?
Not anymore. I'll throw the two hands down.
Like,
Both in his hand.
uh, grisly sort of proof. I would have taken your word. Well, in any case, sort of kicks dirt at the hands. Welcome back. Sort of like goes back to the wagon.
You have done well in your role.
Oh, well, very
You are
nice to get.
destined You are destined for great things.
Ah, well, I did practice in Palanthas for many years. I'm accomplished. Perhaps some other time we could put on a play for all of you and entertain the caravan, as it were.
Aye, that
Perhaps.
would be great.
You're like, I'm not sure this is the greatest. So, are you guys leaving Boros's burned out corpse at the end?
Well, I mean, can we touch it yet? Is it still?
Yeah,
so
you would have to
anyway,
go and cast what is it?
Detect
Identify or
poison
detect.
Yeah, it's like detect poison and disease, I think. But it is actually a ritual spell, so I don't need to use a spell slot for it. Detect poison and disease.
Yeah. So if you want to go and spend 10 minutes doing that, you could.
Yeah, sure. So Elowyn will go over to the corpse, keeping very cautious of the distance, raise her holy symbol over the body, and start praying, Mishakal, reveal the shadows of venom and plague in your sight.
Nice. So as the light sort of envelops this burnt out husk of a form, you can see that the disease is no longer there.
The disease has left the body. The fire was likely responsible for the cleansing. He is safe to
Garrick will
touch.
look to Kithris and say, "He was your best friend. Do you know the workings of his people? What burial rites they have?" I don't know if Kithris would know.
Yeah, I don't think
but
they ever would have talked about like tiefling burial situations. Not, thinking that they would be killed in any case. So either burying or a funeral pyre or something of that sort would probably be appropriate.
okay. Think I've had enough of fire. Everyone else.
Perhaps a burial in the earth would be suitable.
Well, you're the priest. What rites do you suggest?
With a diseased victim like this, I would typically say burn the body, but that has already been accomplished. So internment in the earth would suffice.
Okay, I'll go over.
Go ahead.
Go over to one of the caravans, see if they've got a shovel we can use to bury the dead.
Yeah, you can definitely find some shovels.
Perhaps a couple shovels.
Yeah.
Well,
Alright.
I'll start to dig a hole. Probably Kithris
Okay.
and all that.
By the time you guys are finished, the caravan is packing up and getting ready to go. They're putting all the horses on the wagons and, tying them up and everything, getting everything prepped. So, you've got his body in the ground and covered up and everything. Did anyone want to say anything, or do you feel like you covered that last night?
Their last goodbyes.
Okay.
Yeah. Kithris will say that, you were my best friend and my mum didn't mean to do this. I'm sorry.
All right.
Elowyn will, while they're digging, Elowyn will be like circling the grave, just like throwing some consecrated salt and some holy water and a few herbs onto the dirt in the body, and just
Nice.
repeat the same prayer over again. Mishakal's light protect thee and guide thee through the darkness. Mishakal's light protect thee and guide thee through the darkness.
Nice. Okay. So the caravan is starting to slowly, wagon by wagon, move, continuing on the main road. The rain has finally stopped. It's still pretty overcast, so the sun is not really warming anyone at this point, even though it is out. And are you guys going to continue with the caravan at this point? Is Kithris going back to his post?
I think, yeah, he'll be a bit despondent, but yeah, he'll just go back to his post.
Crag meets up with him. He's like, "Where the hell have you been?"
Didn't you see everything that's happened? Oh, shut up.
We don't care about any of that. We have a job to do. We're loyal, remember? We're going to be the ones in charge. Have you figured out how we're going to kill the wagon driver yet?
No.
Well, don't wait too long. We're almost at our end point.
Could be turning around, bust them out.
Yeah, well, he'll just be very sullen with himself, and we'll work it out.
All right, well, get some breakfast. They've got some ham sitting in the back. It's all salted. It's delicious. But anyway, you're going to be on guard duty this afternoon, so you better get some rest while you can.
Nice.
Okay, he'll take his ham and put his head down in the back of the wagon.
Okay.
Probably
Yeah.
looking at his symbol of Habakkuk and sobbing.
Right. Do you try to get sleep?
I think he'll try, but it will be probably patchy, won't it?
Yeah. Through the fits and spurts throughout the early morning, when you do finally get moments of sleep, you actually feel yourself pulled into the ocean. And as you're sort of sitting here chest deep, this sort of storm is roiling just beyond your reach here. And you sort of feel this emptiness that you've never really felt before, as the storm is just sort of rolling in and the waves are just sort of hitting and washing over you until they're getting higher and higher until it almost drowns you. And you're sort of spitting and coughing, trying to catch breath, and you'd wake up and you sort of get back into a bit of a sleep a little bit, and you're sort of like pulled under the water, suffocating, and you just feel this presence of divinity. You've never really felt anything like this before, and it just sort of holds you underneath the water, and it doesn't actually seem like it's aggressive or trying to hurt you. In a strange way, it's trying to pull you under to protect you from the coming storm that's roiling on the surface. As you're sort of held, almost cocooned in the water underneath, you can see the waves rolling across the ocean surface above you, and you just feel this sense of calm that you have to give in to the sea. You just have to give into it to survive. You can't be focusing on the storm above the surface because that's not going to help you right now. Just give in to the waves, give in to the current, and everything will be fine. And then you sort of wake, feeling like you're completely, underwater again, just gasping for breath, but you're still here, feeling like you didn't sleep at all throughout the entire early morning. What's everyone else doing at this point as you're moving on?
I got some of that ham. That sounded good.
Yeah. I'm gonna eat some ham too.
So a lot of what people are doing, like the cultists are not going to give you guys anything. Like you're not part of their whole group. But the other caravan people, some of them come up with like bowls and they're like, "Would you like some porridge? We saw what happened to your companions. We're very sorry." And they sort of offer
Thank
you
you.
food.
That is very kind of you.
Yeah. Garrick will take it.
Okay. Give me a
This is not-
perception check, Gunnar. I'm sorry, a wisdom insight check, not perception.
Wisdom insight, he says. Oh boy, this is my strong point, my character right here. Already at a -1, and I roll an 18. Look at that.
Nice.
Wow.
You catch one of the cultists sort of watching you suspiciously, like sort of, trying not to watch you, but watching you.
So he's doing one of these things.
Yeah, he's all.
Okay. Well, what does he look like? What does this cultist look like?
Looks like a regular generic looking human, dirty face, shaggy hair kind of going over one eye. The clothing that they wear is pretty ragtag anyway. He's got a big cloak because it is pretty cold morning.
So maybe
But he's just sitting with the rest of his
ham.
wagon crew, and he's just sort of glancing back at you every once in a while.
He didn't get any ham. Such was. I've got a really nice piece of ham in my hand. So I'm gonna walk up to him. Hey, how are you? I noticed that you're looking at my ham.
I wasn't looking at anything, man.
Oh, you sure? Because I mean, you look hungry. Is there something I can help you with? Say,
I mean, if you want to give up your ham, I'll take it.
Well, it looks like you're more interested in something else than just my ham. But I'll give it to you if you can help me. Why were you staring at me?
Like,
That
I
was
wasn't
weird.
staring at you, man. You see the other
I know.
guys like,
know I'm
because
good
he's
looking,
with his
but-
his wagon crew. They're like, "Can we help you, man? Is there something you need?"
Just your friend seems interested in my ham, and I'm not too sure, but he keeps staring at me. So I thought maybe I can help him out, or just if he had any questions.
Do you have any questions to him? And he's like, "I don't even know who this guy is." Like, all right, sorry, we don't.
So they don't have any distinguished marks on them or anything. They're not all dressed the same. They're not all wearing the same hats.
Oh no, I mean just from your experience with this cult group that they're pretty much all mercenaries that aren't a part of the actual cult itself. And in this caravan, no one has been wearing like, distinguished uniforms or anything of that sort to set them apart. They're trying to blend in. You guys only know who the cultists are because Kithris is working with some of them, and you guys have marked off some of the wagons in the last before the last chaos just happened. So that's the only reason why you know that this guy has anything to do with the cult. Otherwise, he just looks like some random wagon guy that you caught looking at him.
They're staring at my ham. Huh.
Is that a euphemism?
Would I see him kind of struggling socially right now?
Yeah, probably. You saw him walk away.
Okay. I'm gonna just like go up behind you and be like, "It's been a long night. I know we're all very tired. Your ham, although it is good, you should keep it. Let's go get some sleep."
Well, I lost my bracelet for weirdos like that once already, so this guy may want to take my ham and match it up with the bracelet. So
Ham bracelets are a magic item.
they're a big item in D&D, by the way. All right,
He does stop. He's like, "Wait a second. Did you say bracelet?" As you were like muttering as you were walking.
Yeah.
He's like, "I saw some kids playing with the bracelet over there."
Really? What did it look like?
He describes exactly the bracelet that was taken from you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where are the children at now?
You can see
You
them
point-
running across, like it looks like their either guardian or parent is sort of wrapping up the tent and sort of getting everything packed away, getting ready to go.
Oh,
It's
well,
one of
I
the
grab-
many families that wander off, to sort of
Okay,
follow
so
the caravan.
everybody would know. So why don't I just grab the group? I go, hey guys, I think I found my bracelet.
I'll come with.
All right, but I don't
Wanna
want
go
to.
get it?
It came from one of them. Maybe I'll recognize one of them. But yeah, let's.
So this was not that family, but you start
Oh.
walking up, and the mother sort of like goes up and grabs the kids, sort of standing behind them, puts her arms on them as you guys are all walking up. You're not clean. You got blood and gore still caked on all your clothing. It's sort of washed off halfway from the rains. You look like you've been traveling on the road for weeks, because you have been traveling on the road for weeks, and you just got done fighting and stuff. So you're not the most presentable group, but as you're moving forward, this is very intimidating to a little family like these guys who are traveling with the caravan for the safety of it. And so the dad sort of like comes forward and tries to meet you a couple steps before you get to the mother and two children. It's like, can I help you?
Yes.
I think as like a female character, I would say like, excuse me, like overly polite, like really gentle, like I know that we may look horrible in your eyes, but that is because we have been defending the caravan. However, my friend here believes that he lost something that was of great importance to him, and we have been led to believe that perhaps one of your children found it by accident. Is there any way we could speak with them?
He's like, turns over to the kids. Did either of you take something from someone else? And they just sort of
By accident, by
silently
accident.
shake their head.
It was a bracelet.
You see the boy sort of like move his hands like awkwardly behind his back, and the mother sort of looks. She like grabs his arm. He's like, ah! She pulls it up behind him. She's like, where did you get this? And he looks up. He's like, I just found it I just found it. I'm sorry. And she's like, is this yours? And she like holds up his arm, and it's just the bracelet on his
Nice.
arm. It is.
Okay, I'll go. It is.
She's like, I'm so sorry. He says, where did you find it? He's like, I just found it on the grass over there. Ow.
Well,
Like wriggling around.
I gave him some money for it because I know they're probably can use it for food and stuff.
How much do you
And
give
then
him?
I asked, huh?
How much do you give him?
All this a silver piece. I think
Like,
that's
sir, this is yours. You should have it here. She like takes it off of his
what I
wrist.
take. I mean, it's you found something that's dear to me. So why don't you treat the kids out for Sundays?
He's like,
Favorite
thank you so much. That's very generous of you. And you see the father sort of walk over to the mother and grab it and put it in his pouch. He's like, thank you very much. We are very sorry about this. I don't
It's
know
okay.
how it got there. Kids
Can the
will
little
find
boy
things.
tell me where he found it?
He's like,
Can he walk me
yeah,
over
it
there?
was back yesterday before we made our first stop. It was just in the grass. I just picked it up. I didn't think anyone wanted it. I wasn't trying to take anything that didn't belong to it. I really thought someone left it.
We understand. It's not your fault, child.
He's like,
That is okay. We probably don't have time to backtrack, do we?
I don't know. It would be a day's travel.
Yeah. Let's just keep moving at this point. I guess we found the bracelet, and then I think the little boy and I just walk him back to his parents, and I thank him.
Well, they're
And
a little worried, but they're glad you guys aren't aggressive. They're very, very thankful for the gift of the silver piece.
so
And they're clearly apologetic and sorry that he had your property.
oh, it's okay. Mistakes happen. I'm glad he found it. So
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So we'll just go. I guess at that point, found my bracelet.
Realizing their reaction to our filthiness, I'll cast prestidigitation on
Oh, nice.
each of us and go, Jesus Christ, we look awful.
Magic hand.
Yeah.
I'm clean.
And
A
clean
hand
us
with a
up.
loofah appears and starts scrubbing you.
Just
Okay.
as we walk away from the family, I'm just going to quickly give them a little bow and say, Mishakal's light, bless you.
Thank you, Sister of Mishakal, the mother says. All right. So the caravan's starting to move north. Is there anything that you guys want to do in particular?
I'm gonna keep my eye on those cultists, the one that keeps staring at me.
Mm-hmm.
So I just alert the group too. As this caravan, as we keep making movement here. There's some that just keep eyeballing me, keep looking at me like I'm something of interest.
Not constantly, but every once in a while you do notice that he's watching you guys. There seems to be some sort of like recognition behind his eyes, like he might remember you from somewhere, but he's trying to work out where it was.
Okay. So I explained that to the group too. So far,
Did you run into these guys before or not?
oh, I mean, they've been a part of the group. They're part of the cultists, are part of this group. And
Right,
so,
but you guys did invade the cultist camp before they left, like way back during the start of the adventure. So, and you guys were actually captured. So, you definitely are going to be, some people, if they happen to be a part of the caravan that was part of the encampment, might remember you. And if they do, then they might want to try to get rid of you because you are not supposed to be here. You guys were supposed to be moving incognito.
Okay. So I would be able to know those guys too then, wouldn't I? At least how they're addressed and from what we were captured and
Well,
stuff.
there was more. I mean, it was an entire encampment. And if you remember, you guys were sort of captured and brought to the leader of that camp. So they might have seen you in that process, and you probably wouldn't have seen them.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people, a lot of movement, and like, oh, hey, I recognize those guys from somewhere. We were captured and getting the crap beat out of us. But those folks, those cultists, were they dressed a certain way, or are they just mercenaries?
Oh, no. I mean, some of them were. I mean, there was like two different groups. There's the mercenaries that were hired, and when they were raiding, they would wear similar outfits. But the actual members of the cult themselves always wore like very specific, like purple sashes, and they all had their different rank structure of cult.
So with these guys, would I be able to pick up on these guys at all then? At least
no, you're not recognizing them at all.
Them at all? Nothing, huh?
I mean, you've seen them in the caravan, but other than that, you don't.
Huh. I mean, okay, not even the smells or anything like that, because I mean, that's pretty traumatizing being captured.
Right, but as far as like smells, and it's the smells of the road,
Okay, alrighty. So okay. I just kind of remind the group, I think we've all been there, we've been captured, so I wouldn't be able to put the two together, but cultists, we were captured by cultists, and
yeah, I mean, you guys are supposed to be going incognito. You're not supposed to be identified. You're working right now with the Legion of Steel, and you're supposed to be secretly finding where this caravan of their property that's you know what it is at this point, where it's going to be delivered to, and if they find out who you are, and they realize that you were trying to stop them back there, then you're probably going to try to stop them here, which means potential trouble.
Okay. Maybe we hang back.
It's a little clearer. We need to make our move, so we'll have to go mafia style before they act on us. We'll act on them. So at next dark, I think we stealth in and we pummel them.
Or we stealth out and simply disappear into the night.
Or do we hang back and?
But aren't we supposed to guard the caravan too? I mean, we can't.
Well, you're not hired on right now. You guys were fired.
We're not hired on.
Okay. All right. I didn't know that's a good option too, if you want to do that.
Well,
I think in the meantime, Elowyn is just going to try to rest because most of my spells are depleted. And
do we just take a long
rest? Well, that's difficult because you have to walk, so you don't really have a chance.
Wagon.
Well, you're not hired on any of these wagons, so if you want to try to ride into one of them, you'd have to approach the owners of them and ask.
Oh, the wagon man, yeah, because aren't we supposed to keep going with this caravan to find out where it's going?
Yeah.
So if we walk off, and that's a goal that we're not going to be able. It's going to be harder for us to.
I mean, it's pretty easy to trail a slow moving.
Yeah, caravan. We could shadow them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe Maybe that family that we just
Forward.
talked to has a wagon that they'd be willing to let us rest in. If we,
Yeah, we befriended him. We can pay him more money too. Give him a gold piece. I think they would love that.
I don't know how much money
Is
we
there
have as a group,
is there a
but
place they make food around here? I could just bring them some hot cooked meals to them in exchange
Well,
for a night's
I
rest.
mean, what usually happens is there's like communal breakfast and stuff like that where they'll have like a big pot and they'll just throw in like porridge and grains and, little chunks of meat that people might have salted, for travel and stuff. And then they just disperse that to people who contribute or, whom they care about. But ultimately, most of the wagons actually have their own little groups that they're really going with, and they're only feeding the people that they're hiring to protect them or drive the train or, feeding their animals and stuff like that. So there's both this sort of communal aspect to it, and there's also the individual aspect of the individual wagons on the caravan. And it just sort of differs per wagon and per group. That that one family that you had witnessed, they were packing things up in a little hand cart, and the dad was sort of pulling it, so the kids would take turns riding on the cart, and as he pulled it forward.
no, never mind.
There's
Okay,
a
maybe we
lot of wagons, though. I mean, you guys, if you want to
may-
approach some random people, you could probably.
maybe we ask the wagon that we were originally on with that have got the we know aren't guards, and strike a bargain
Right.
that they let us rest in there.
Okay. Well, let's take a
All
short
right.
break before we deal with that encounter. And then on the other side, we'll continue our caravan northward through this whole coastland region. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We'll be right back in less than 10 minutes. See you soon. We are back. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Okay, so you head up to that lead wagon where the theater group, who is feigning being professional guards and adventurers, that one that you had witnessed before is sort of sitting in the back, relaxing because he was on guard duty the night before. He sort of sees you and raises up a hand a little bit. How's it going?
Aye, doing well. A few of our party, obviously, going and keeping the peace in the woods last night. We're pretty tired.
I
Would you
I
mind if
bet.
we,
You must be exhausted.
well, to that point, can we take a rest?
Well, the
Maybe.
caravan's gonna be moving, so I don't know how you would. Oh, you mean in here in the wagon?
Aye.
Oh,
we would be very grateful.
let me go check with the driver. I don't have any problem with that. Hold on. He like turns around and crawls over some of the stuff that's in the back, and he sort of like pokes his head out the front. He's like, "Hey, is it okay if those heroes from last night come and crash in the wagon?" He sort of pokes his head. He's like, "I fired them because they weren't doing their jobs." Yeah, they just lost someone. Yeah, they can ride in the back. It's okay. And he turns around. He's like, "Yeah, come on in. He'd love to have you."
Excellent.
All right, so you guys can just rack out for a while if you want in the back,
Yeah.
or just ride and enjoy yourself. It's going to be slow and it's going to be bumpy, and the caravans stop a lot. So you'll go for a couple hours, stop, let the horses have a little respite, and then go for more. And the entire thing takes a very, very long time to get anywhere. Clearly, because you guys have been on this road for like 4 weeks at this point. Let me mark down the sun, or the moons, I mean.
I will try to take as much of a rest as I can.
The best you can get throughout the day. You can't do a full long rest because you're bouncing around. You're not able to like sit still, but you could equivocate throughout the day a short rest.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's unfortunately about as good as it's going to get until you really just have downtime. So nothing else really happens of significance throughout the rest of the day. You get to the next stop, and you're literally one more day until you get to the town, which will be in the morning. Like partway through tomorrow, you'll actually get to Whitdell, where people can go to small little roadside taverns and inns and get food and warm food and wash themselves with water and get their clothes all washed if they want to do that, and take a little bit of respite. But again, it's going to be leaving that town in a couple hours anyway as well. So this night is the best night to get like a long rest if that's what you're wanting.
Yeah. Well, I think we should probably take it in turns and maybe keep an eye on those wagons where we can.
Set a watch.
So how many watches and who's going to be on them?
I'll take first watch.
Okay.
I'll take second.
I'll take third then. And I'm sure Kithris is at his wagon anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, over a 12-hour period of time, if we each take a 4-hour break, we should be good for 8 hours rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay.
All right, so first watch goes, and it's no problem at all. You have Garrick relieve you, and Kithris, you're sort of doing your regular guard duty at this time, and you see some of the other cultists approach you. These are 2 humans, like, "Hey, we're getting a couple guys together. We recognize one of the people that tried to invade our campsite. We're going to go take care of him tonight. You want to join us?"
Nah.
"Are you sure this is going to get you in good with the wagon driver?"
Yeah, I'll come along.
All right. So make sure you have someone watching the wagon in the interim, but we're all gathering up and we're going to head out here, say in about 5, he looks at a watch he doesn't have, about 5 minutes or something.
Sure,
All right.
I'll wait.
So who are
Okay,
you
at
gonna?
that point, he'll head away to where are they? He'll say before he goes, where are they? Do you know where they are?
No, not yet. But I've got someone who knows exactly who he's looking for, and we believe we know where they are. So as soon as everyone's gathered together, we'll go and confront them.
Okay,
But make sure you
I'll
have
go get
someone to
some.
watch your guard post.
I'll get someone to cover my shift, and he'll go round the corner, and he'll try and message any one of the 4 party remaining. So I don't know who would be up on
And that is the
watch,
problem, that
right?
you wouldn't know. So who are you going
Yeah.
to try to reach?
Well, he'll cycle through, so he'd probably start with Gunnar, and then he'd probably move to
So
Elowyn,
because
and
you
then
don't know
probably
exactly where they are, you're sort of guessing direction and person. I'm going to roll a d6. On a
yeah,
1, you get the right direction and person, and you'll do this one for each of the people you're trying to reach.
yeah, sure.
So
That
the
spell
first,
has a directional component to it.
well, it's knowing where they are, and he doesn't know where they are, and
Yeah.
so it's really a matter of, you know, if you have no idea where they are, they have to be within range, and then you have to like understand where like they are within that range to send that message directly to them. In this case, he has no idea where you guys are at all, and so I'm just giving randomness a chance. Yeah, unfortunately, without knowing
Yeah.
any idea where they are, you're shooting off into nothingness, into the night.
So his brain is probably going a million miles to the dozen, and he'll get his friend that he'd met on the caravan to
Mhm.
try and cover his shift. So we'll go up to him and go, hey, I've got my inn.
What do
You
you
need to,
want?
I've got my inn. I've got us our inn. You
Really?
need to,
How?
yeah, they're gonna go and deal with some guys that they said have caused them trouble before.
Oh,
So
nice. Can I come?
no, you gotta watch. You gotta do my shift.
No.
I'll only be gone for about 20 minutes, and then I'll be
All
back.
right. Well, good luck. Give him a good stabbing for me.
Yeah, sure.
So Crag, the K-Pack Draconian, gets up out of his bedroll and just stands guard like you were doing, just doing nothing. So it is a cloudless night, but it is cold as well. Right now, Lunatari is sort of still high in the sky, still shining very, very brightly. There's tons of tents and wagons all around, obscuring view from anyone trying to approach anywhere else. And so ultimately, these cultists come to you, and they're like, "All right, are you ready? Let's do this thing."
Sure. So, okay, yeah.
So Elemier's
So he'll
not
be
here.
in his right hand. He's going to be
Sato's not here.
gripping some copper wire, the material component that he needs for casting the message cantrip.
Right.
So, when they start leading him, I think his idea is going to be that they'll start leading him, and when he can see he'll have guessed someone will be on watch because that's what
Yeah.
they've always done. He'll
So-
try and message them just to give them a heads up.
They're all trying their best to move silently. I'm just going to roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 d20s and see what the result of all of them are. And then Garrick, can I get a perception check? Why do these not roll? Do you guys see the roll?
No.
Roll. Okay, there's 1,
No.
2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then have Kithris roll a stealth.
Okay, Kithris stealth. Oh, it's at disadvantage. I can't roll it through just the character. Oh, I'll roll it through Garrick. So Kithris will be. for 3. So that'll be a 3 plus his modifier, which is +4, so a 7.
Okay. So not doing too well. Garrick, can I get a perception roll from you?
Oh, 9.
Oh,
It stopped on the 11, on the 17 as well.
Okay, well, there are some of them that you did hear as they're moving forward. Now, I want to be clear about something. If you're sleeping, you cannot have your armor on. Full stop. So understand
Not
that. Well, for the people who wear armor, you're not going to have it on you. So adjust accordingly by unequipping it. But Garrick, you hear people moving toward you, and you suddenly like turn up, and you see them sneaking up over this small little rise, and they're like really close to you. So I'm going to start the encounter from this point because I don't have surprise. And do you want to roll your initiative, or you want me to auto?
Let's auto it.
All right. So, Garrick, you were the only one awake. What's that?
How long does it take to put on armor?
Oh, it's going to take you like 10, 15 minutes. If it's the bigger it is, it's going to take longer. Like if it's plate mail or something, it takes a lot longer.
Yeah,
Would I have my armor on as I'm on guard?
On guard, you will.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can't sleep in your armor if you want any rest at all. All right, so Garrick, you're the only one awake, so you're going to go first because Kithris isn't awake yet. What do you do?
I'll shout the alarm.
Like, wake up! Get up!
Yeah. Warning! And I'll shout who get basically hold. I've got you in my sights, and I'll shove I suppose. Well, I've had my long rest by now.
No, you would have had half of it.
All right. Okay. Well, I'll pull up my crossbow, my heavy crossbow, and level it at one of them and say, "I've got you in my sights. I wouldn't move if I were you."
When you do that, you recognize Kithris is among them.
What are you doing, lad?
So Kithris, you can, like, if you want to do your message or something, because you actually move first, and I'm sorry, I forgot that you were not part of the group. There's like 2 Kithrises here.
Yeah. He'll do his message and say, I'll be ineffective, but draw them in. They're coming for you. They've recognized us. They've recognized all of you.
And you're doing that through message? Or you just
he'll do that through message, which is only a material component and a whisper, so it shouldn't give him away.
Okay. All right, so Garrick, you give them a warning. Cultist A takes your warning and raises you. I don't know why I said it like that. All right, so he is going to charge in with a scimitar and try to cut you down. With a 7, he slices past you, I assume.
Yeah.
He's like, "You heroes, huh? You're all gonna die here tonight. You'll never find out what we're going or what we're doing." And then Cultist B charges forward. Oh, that was D. Sorry, I need to do A. Cultist B charges forward as well, and he's going to face off against you. Monster stat block. Nope, just roll. All right, you duck down as he swings his scimitar across right past you. Cultist C is next, and he is going to charge up towards Elowyn, who is prone and still down for the count. So he's got advantage on her.
Now, if I have no armor, is that a base of 10 or 12?
I think it's 10. I mean, you should be able to uncheck equip, and it should adjust it.
Not with her character sheet.
Because, yeah.
I do have my shield, but...
Well, you're still, at this point, all he did was shout, "Wake up," and so you haven't actually been able to do anything yet.
Gotcha.
So with a 12, he comes in, I'm looking at her character sheet here. Inventory, uncheck the chainmail, and shield, and it's 10.
Okay.
So he comes in, he cuts you for 4 damage, and the last cultist is going to run up on Gunnar and attack Gunnar. Oh, nope, it's not his turn yet. Sorry. It is Elowyn's turn. So you immediately wake up after being sliced with this.
Yeah.
You're like, look up and you see this cultist standing above you. What do you do?
All right. Well, I'm going to use half my movement to get up. And let's see.
Just for the game's sake, can you occupy like a solid square now in the grid? Yeah.
Here we go. All right, so I'm gonna grab my shield and my mace and stand up. And got a few options here. I'm gonna use my channel divinity, divine spark. So I point my holy symbol at this person in front of me, focus my divine energy, say a brief prayer, Mishakal, alight my foe, and the creature, or the cultist has to make a constitution saving throw of 15.
He does not make it.
Okay, so he takes 1d8 plus 5.
Whoa!
Radiant damage.
So make sure you guys know you did not do a long rest yet. It's not finished yet. Okay.
So that's 9 radiant damage.
Wow! How does he die?
The holy symbol glows with radiant energy, and kind of like a small tornado of glowing energy just like shoots out of it and like engulfs his body.
He gives a scream in the night and drops down dead. Anything else, Elowyn?
No, that's it.
All right, Cultist D, where are you? He charges up towards Garrick, and he swings his scimitar at him. 12 to hit.
That's a miss.
You bring up your heavy crossbow, deflect it off. Cultist E charges towards Gunnar, who has not yet had a chance to get up. And so he attacks. Wow, 22. You take 4 damage. You slice you awake. You're just like, ah! And you immediately wake up if all of the other shouting hadn't woken you already.
Now I'm really pissed.
All right, you're awake, and it's your turn.
I rage because I got cut. I'm screaming at him. And Cultist is going to get his ass whooped. So
are you still laying down, or do you stand up?
I'm going to get up. I mean, well,
Right.
Can I still take my axe and just
Yeah,
make
absolutely.
that way?
It just takes half your move to get up is all.
Oh, I'll get up and then I'm going to attack.
Okay.
So, you know what? I could turn this off and on
put you
whatever
into
I
a
want,
square.
but I'm going to do a reckless attack because you just woke me up and I'm really mad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm raging. It's in here. I can roll.
You roll with advantage.
Advantage, yes, to attack, but then he gets also advantage to attack back.
Gotcha.
And so anyone else around me. So there's only one right now.
Yeah.
Does that make sense, Adam?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna attack. Oh, 19. I really didn't even need it, but okay. 25.
You hack into him.
All right, and oh gosh, it was almost an 11. So 14.
How does he die?
I just take as the axe, I just right through his body. So I shish kebab him. Oof.
His eyes go wide. A little bit of like air escapes from his stomach that was going to come up through his throat, and he just drops down dead.
All right, out he goes. I had half my movement.
You see the other ones like startle. Oh!
Oh yeah. You know what? Let's do this. So I'm just gonna get right in there.
Just make sure you're in a square.
Oh, square. Okay, there you go. All right, that's my attack and my move.
All right, Kithris.
Okay, Kithris will 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. Okay, Kithris will move behind these cultists here. And let's just say he'll shank one of them in the back.
Oh, wow. You're going to blow up your whole position here.
Well, I don't know. I'm hoping that they'll all get killed, and then he can run off, as it were. Or I tell you what, he'll come to Gunnar and he'll feign an attack, intentionally missing, but try and make it. Do you want me to give a performance check or something to look
Yeah, let's
good?
get a performance. A deception.
Yeah, all right, deception. It's a -1. Oh well, we can.
They're screaming, "Come on, Draconian, kill him!"
So he'll swing and miss.
What was the roll?
And it was a 5.
Oof. It's like, we thought you were a good fighter. That's why we invited you. Come on, get him. Anything else, Kithris?
No, that'll be Kithris.
All right, Garrick, you're up.
I'll move here and I will drop the crossbow and draw one of my swords because I can't draw 2. So he'll draw 1. He'll draw his scimitar and he'll go for a stab at the guy in front of him. So that's 21 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
You slice across his chest. How's he die?
That's 9. Oh, well, he'll grin and say another piece of feed for Chislev and her lovely boots.
Anything else for Garrick?
No, that will do. That will be him.
All right. Cultist B is going to disengage. 5, 10, 15, 20, 15.
I'll get him to let him
And
get out.
then run his little heart out. 30.
Do we get an attack of opportunity?
Not with a disengage.
Oh, no, he disengaged.
And then this one's going to do the same. 5, 10, 15, and then run. 5,
We must not let them escape.
30. Elowyn, you're up. Oh, wait, Cultist D did not move yet. I'm sorry. It's not his turn. Elowyn's up.
Seeing them flee, Elowyn is going to recognize the importance of not letting them get away and is going to use another guiding bolt. I have one. This is my last first level spell slot.
You can do it.
She will thrust her symbol forward, draw back the invisible string, and release by Mishakal, guide the light, strike true. And that's going to be a +7, so 22 to hit.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And 2, 3, 4. 14 radiant damage.
Oof. All right, so that guiding bolt strikes him in the back. He plummets forward, hits the ground, slides just a little bit, and he does not budge at all. Anything else?
She'll just say, Mishakal's light strikes true, and that will be it.
All right. The other cultist is going to do the same, disengage, and then run. Gunnar, you're up.
I'm gonna move and then javelin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get my screen going here. So 60.
Well, if you're going to do javelin, you can't do 60. You can do 30.
Well, I could just move up to him and hit him.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. No, you'd still be a ways away. You'd be
Really?
15
Okay,
feet,
so
yeah.
30.
Each of these squares is 5 feet.
You can throw 60 with disadvantage though, right?
Yeah, I mean, you can reach him if you want to move and then throw a javelin, for sure.
That's what I want to do. So I'll just do that. So that's what here?
5, 10, 15, 20. That's 25. You can move one more if you want to do 30.
All right. And I'm still going to do, let's see here, get one attack. All right, I'm going to toss it. Let's see what I get. Hit. 19.
Flies and jabs him right in the back. Give me some damage.
Oh, yes. 8.
He Well, he's not dead, but he is hurting. He just screams, "Oh!" Stumbles forward. Anything else for Gunnar?
We should interrogate him.
Oh, it slows him if I hit him with the javelin.
Oh, nice.
If you hit a creature with the javelin, deal damage to the creature, you can reduce the speed by 10 feet until the start of your next turn.
That'll do it. Okay.
All right.
Kithris is up then.
Kithris will look at Garrick and say, "Sorry, I hope it helped." And he'll move away 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yeah, you can do your full move if you want.
Yeah, so 35, 40, 45, 50. He'll move there. He'll just book it as if he's going back to the caravans.
Yeah.
And say, "Grab him."
All right, Garrick, you're up.
Well, we need this one alive, don't we? Okay. So he'll go. There you go. He'll run round basically to here to try and cut off his exit with his sword drawn and say, "I wouldn't go if I were you."
Nice. Anything else?
I don't really think there is anything I can do, to be honest. Not that's gonna. No, I don't think there's no.
Okay. Elowyn, you're up.
All right. I'm going to run and dash and see if I can get as close as I can to the cultists. So let's see.
Yeah, by my count, you could be kitty corner.
Yeah.
Yeah. And in a square.
I do have the option of a Zone of Truth.
What's the casting
It's
time?
my last spell slot, but if we want to interrogate this person, it could help.
I'm just going to nudge you into a square here.
Sure, sorry.
All right, so you're not going to be able to cast that this turn unless it's a bonus action.
Right.
Cultist is going to disengage. 5, 10, 15, and then run. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Oh, he's slowed.
Oh, yeah, so that's 30, 20. All right, Gunnar, you're up.
Hey, still hasn't learned his lesson, hasn't he?
He's trying to run. They did not plan on you guys being awake.
No. Damn it. Hang on, I lost out on my screen, sorry. Trying to reload that. Found it.
Run.
Okay, got it.
He's looking over at Kithris and just screaming, "Get out of here, run!"
10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
He has no idea.
Okay, javelin.
Whew.
Will get to it? Come on, you. Come on,
I can
you.
always bring him back.
Oh, 20.
You hit.
Modified it. Yeah, so I'll roll for damage. Hopefully this finishes him. Oh, I get to re-roll that because of my 1 feet, I believe. If I roll a 1 or 2 for damage, I can re-roll it.
Okay.
I'm gonna re-roll that again. Come on, you. All right, so 6. Boy, watch out.
The second javelin buries into his back. He flies forward and dies.
Yay, that will teach you.
Is he
All right.
unconscious or is he dead?
Oh no, he's dead.
So
Yeah.
I think we get the bodies. Let's put them in a certain area. Take their uniforms off.
They're not in uniforms. They're just in.
Oh, they're not?
Yeah, they've always not dressed in uniform.
Oh, okay.
Like as
Is there
in this
anything that
caravan, they don't want people
identifies-
knowing who they are.
So they don't have anything that identifies them or says who they are. Or...
I mean, there's Kithris who could vouch for who they are.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I guess where did these guys come from and who are they?
What does Kithris say? We're out of combat, by the way.
All right, well, Githris will make his way back over and go, they just approached me. They recognized you from before.
So when I was captured and I was a slave.
I guess. They
They
said
think-
for me to come with them, so I tried messaging. None of you woke up. I didn't know where you were, so when we came over, I had the spell ready, and I told Garrick that to be ready, and so he was. That's why he shouted for you so quick.
Okay.
Give me an
All
insight
right.
check, Kithris.
If they don't come back to the caravan, then they will assume the worst and probably try again.
So his insight would be a 9.
So people know that you left with them. If they don't come back, but you do, then that's going to tip them off that something's wrong, something's strange. So
Yeah.
make sure you can figure out a way to work through this.
So my cover's blown unless one of you can heal him. I'll drag him away. I don't know. Are they dead?
They're dead.
Yeah, I can't do anything about that. I have spared the dying, but I think that's only if they're like unconscious.
Yeah.
I mean, do you reckon you'll get away with it if we rough you up a bit? You look like you're a bit injured.
I think at this point here, collect what we have and hide the bodies.
Yeah.
They know we've gone.
They know what?
They knew that we left. So if I'm the only one that goes back, like, and I've not got a scratch on me, then
This
my
might be a
cover-
chance to dip
my
away.
cover will be blown.
Okay.
But we need to know where they're going. That's the whole point, isn't it?
It is. There's no way we can get any of them back.
No, you guys don't have raised dead.
I would think that shadowing the wagons and dealing with the threats as they come might be our best bet. Stay
But
hidden. Travel
I
on the
don't
road.
like the idea, but maybe if one of you was to, I don't know, cut me a bit, I look a bit injured, I go back, I say I'm the only one that got away. They all were idiots, and I just survived. Maybe it'll look convincing.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys hide the bodies and no one outside of the cultist group has any idea that you were involved in anything, but the cultists see Kithris coming back wounded and he can tell whatever story he wants, then that might mean that Kithris can stay with the cultists and, use message to communicate with you guys as you're shadowing. That's one option. Or Kithris, you just don't show up at all anymore and you just cut off all ties entirely and just say, we're just going to shadow this group and it's going to be a little harder, but we'll see what we can do. I mean, you have
Look,
a few options.
inside anyway. Look, they not all of them want these mercenaries with them. They think that we should be in charge. So, if I get enough of our guys on our side, then it's kind of beneficial for us. There's less of them. I don't like the idea of it, but I'd rather, Gunnar, you're the most, let's say, you'd make it look more convincing than anyone else.
He wants you to rough him up.
And
Alright.
so you would be joining the wagon and continuing your duties, and the rest of us would shadow you and keep in touch, and that way we still have a bead on the caravan, but we are not returning.
But
That
it
might
also looks convincing for me because, like, some of the guys, the Draconians inside the caravan didn't like the mercenaries, so there's now 5 less mercenaries.
tell them that you
Yeah.
killed us. Tell them that we're dead.
Well, they'll want to see the bodies. So I can just say that we didn't succeed, but I got away. Inside the caravan for us Draconians there seems to be a split. Like, there's some of the Draconians don't like the mercenaries at all. They think we should be in charge. So if there's less of them, I can carry a bit of favor saying I could see the way it was going and but less mercenaries for our guys, much better.
I'm willing to give it a shot.
At least, I mean, we'll still have me inside.
Mm-hmm. All right. What do you think, Gunnar?
Well, sounds like a plan. We just lay low and I'll knock you in the mouth a couple times. See, it looks like you did take you fought and our cover's not blown. Just stay in touch with us, as we'll stay in touch with you.
Yeah, no problem. I'll do that.
You ready?
Yeah, just don't crack a tooth.
All right. So first slug goes through.
Yeah, just how much damage do you want to impose on him? How convincing do you want it to be?
He is fighting me, of course. So,
and he talks a lot of smack about you.
Yeah, I'm kind of smiling as I'm doing this. So
You didn't know your mom.
So I'll give him at least a 4 out of 6.
Okay.
Your dad was a bore.
And then the next slug is I'm gonna do 5 out of 6.
All right. So 9 damage. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
All right.
Roughed him up.
Okay.
So Crag is waiting for you to come back.
So I'll put some blood on my sword.
Mm-hmm.
Is took from one of the bodies, and I'll splash a bit of blood on he'll splash some blood on his chainmail, and he'll make his way back to Crag sort of hurriedly and then furtively looking over his shoulder and
Crag's
damn.
Like, what happened? Oh my gosh!
They tried to take out that group before that I used to that I met on the road, and well, let's
What?
just say
Are
that
they coming back? Should we call the alarm?
it didn't go well.
Are they going to be coming here?
That group, I don't think so. They seemed a little worse for wear, but the rest of our guys are gone. I saw the way that it was turning, and do you know what I mean? It's better that there's less of them than it is of us.
I don't really care about the mercenaries, but I don't want those heroes coming here and getting us.
I don't think they're gonna come after us.
You okay? You
seem
look
to be
kind of messed up.
They seem to be licking their wounds, and to be honest, it's better for us, isn't it? Less mercenaries. There's more of us in charge.
I wanted you to kill the leader of this damn caravan so that when we deliver the goods, we're the good guys. We'll get promoted.
But if he's got less guards, then it's better for us.
This is why you Auraks are always in leadership positions. You're thinking one step ahead. All right.
Exactly.
Well, look, as long as, this is your guard duty. I want to go, Rack. Are you okay to continue your shift?
Yeah, let me clean up a bit so it doesn't look like I've just sloped off.
All right.
And then we've got to be subtle.
I can't
know
believe
what
they
subtle
beat you
means?
guys. Jeez.
Wow. They seemed to know we were coming. I think one of them was on the take.
No.
Hey, they're mercenaries.
Well, I'm glad they're
They
dead
just want
then.
money. Exactly.
He spits a little venom acid on the ground. All right. Well, go clean yourself up. I want to rack out, man.
Okay. So he'll go clean himself up and then relieve him.
Okay. All right. And you feel pretty good about the outcome. I mean, these weren't members of your wagon. And so if they don't show up, you hope that they didn't tell anyone that you're going to be joining them. And as far as your wagon goes, everything's good. So all the heroes, you guys are back with all the bodies. What are you doing with the bodies?
Before we deal with the bodies, I'm just going to get my chainmail on just in case.
Right.
And are there any like steep gorges nearby or rivers or lakes or anything?
It would take you most of the night to get close to a river.
Perhaps we could like put them high up in the trees with some rope so that nobody finds them.
Right.
That'd be kind of creepy. How about we find
Yeah.
some bushes? Find some bushes or something. We'll stuff them far away from where we are.
Okay.
Something
Yeah,
like that.
we'll take the bodies as far away as we can, meaning, not too far, but maybe dig a bit of a pit using the shovels that we've already used tonight once and throw them in there and try to disguise it as good as we can somewhere well off the beaten path.
Okay.
Whilst going through their pockets.
Yes, search the
Well,
crowd.
going on a run, they didn't have anything other than their armor and swords. They weren't like packing anything. They're just mercenaries going on a night raid. So you take care of the bodies. You're pretty confident about how you've sort of covered up any tracks and stuff. You go back. It's still the middle of the night. You got half the night still. You're not going to be able to do your long rest, but you could get a short rest.
Okay.
I'm good. I don't really need healing.
Just gonna
Does
take the
anybody
short
else
rest is fine. We can just use hit die to heal up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So morning comes. You guys are you staying away from the caravan?
Yes.
Okay. So you wait a few hours. It's about afternoon before the entire caravan has passed you and moved up further on the road. And you're slowly approaching. So, Elemier, you've been waiting in Whitdell for this damn caravan to arrive for what is close to almost a full week.
Okay.
You finally hear runners saying that the caravan is finally approaching, and you can actually, you know, after a few hours, it's about 3 in the afternoon or something, you actually see them arriving. And the caravan, when it gets close to Whitdale, you know, they sort of stage outside of the town proper. Some of the wagons were traveling to Whitdale, so they move off into the town itself and sort of do whatever the hell they were going to do normally. A lot of the wagons are still sort of, you know, taking their horses off their tackle and going and watering them and brushing them down and stuff. But you see a number of people who are moving toward the caravan to go with them. And it's just a thing where people leave the caravan and people join it when it's heading north and south along the around the coast. And it's really just a safety measure. But you know you were waiting for a chance to get into this caravan to see if any of the cultists were here, and the caravan's here.
Awesome. Where is Elemier currently? Like in the inn or something?
I imagine once you heard rumor that the caravan was nearby, you probably would have gone out to look. But so you're in the town, but you know you're around.
Yeah, Elemier is probably gonna spend maybe a little while just observing to see, you know, who stands out, who might be the leader, who I can talk to about joining. My background as a paladin is guard, so, you know, I can always maybe try to get a guard duty with them.
Yeah.
And I don't know anybody else in the party yet, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so
I was going to have you know the other new character, but unfortunately he's not here.
Right. Yeah, so I'll just scope it out, and you know, using my guard background, just I would probably fit right into this kind of situation. See if they need any swords for hire, that kind of thing.
Yeah. You do see a bunch of people coming off the lead wagon, sort of like hopping and skipping and giggling and having a good time. And as they pass you, like, if you're joining the caravan, we're not guarding that front one. He might hire you. And they walk past you and go to the inn, laughing and having a good jolly time.
Ah, very good. Thank you. I shall make my way over to the caravan and inquire about joining.
Okay. I imagine you're just like narrating yourself doing that as you're actively watching. I would walk over to... so you approach and the rider just sort of, you know, taking care of the horses, brushing them down, and looks back at you like, well, don't you look spiffy?
Ah, thank you, sir. I am interested in joining your caravan. I believe I could provide protection, support, and as a paladin, I have some other possibly useful skills to contribute.
A paladin, huh? Of what god?
And what concern of that is yours, sir?
Well, I don't want any, like, evil gods around here.
I serve Kiri Jolith proudly, sir.
Oh, well, yeah, I would love to have you as the guard. I just released my current guards. I'm going to be heading up to Gander and then on to Hargoth. I mean, I could give you, I don't know. I've got to look up the rates really quick. Give me a second.
Yeah, that's fine.
I could give you, like, where are the dang rates? Life on the road.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm just going to say it's like 7 steel for the whole trip, which will take about a week to get up to Gandar.
That is acceptable.
Great. All right. Well, if you want, you can check out the wagon, make sure there's nothing splintered or ready to break. Regular maintenance. You can help me water these horses and get them grazing.
Very good. I will assist in helping them, checking out the wagons, and all the while I'm just continuing to scout the area, the people, seeing if anybody, like I said, stands out, if there's any evil in the air, that kind of thing.
You actually do see Aurak Draconian at one of the wagons. It looks like he's just sort of sitting back, where the riders sit right now. But you don't see Aurak Draconians very often, and they're definitely known to be originally, evil.
I'm gonna ask the guy that just talked to me. I'm gonna be like, is this usual to have such a creature amongst civilized folk?
I don't know about civilized or the lizard man over there, but I've never had a problem with him. He pretty much hangs out around those weirdos. There's like 7 or 8 wagons back at the end, and they all kind of stick to themselves. They're kind of shady. I don't really like anything to do with them. I'd rather, just prefer to stay away. They're kind of shady.
Interesting. I'll file that information away.
Okay.
Do I get a sense of which caravans he's talking about, or would I have
Yeah,
to
he
like
points
look?
in the direction, and they're not marked or anything, but there's only a half a dozen or so
Yeah.
wagons staged, so it's probably a few of those, and some are probably still arriving, coming up from the road.
Okay. Yeah, I'll help him with the tasks and just keep an eye out.
Okay. So Kithris, you see that some of the wagons are breaking away from the caravan, and a lot of the cultist wagons, they're having guards, and the other members of each wagon group are going in for extra supplies, and just sort of any sort of minor repairs that need to be done. They're talking to the blacksmith in town, and just getting everything taken care of so they can continue on the road. Your wagon leader, Acker Galestrom, comes up to you. He's like, "Hey, come up here and sit up here next to me for a second on the wagon. We need to talk."
Sure. So he comes and sits up.
Now, I
Sits
heard
up.
a rumor that there was a number of our group, he's being intentionally vague, went out after some of the heroes, and they didn't come back, but you did. You want to tell me exactly what happened?
Yeah, they asked me if I wanted to go. I was supposed to be sitting on guard.
And you abandoned your post?
No,
Well,
I
then,
stayed on guard. That's my job.
well, I've heard from some reliable sources that you did leave your post and that you had the other Draconian in here watching it for you. Is that true?
Sorry, boss, you got me. I just want to do good for the cause.
Well, what happened at that assault last night, that raid you guys went on? Because those other mercenaries haven't come back yet.
Well, they were useless. That's what happened. They completely blew it. When they blew it, one of those guys is real big. He got up. He took 2 free out nearly straight away, and I saw the way it was turning. So I didn't want to get us in any trouble. Our wagon's different from theirs. So I figured this wasn't really our fight to continue. I don't know what happened to the rest of them. They got a couple of licks on me. I was pretty badly hurt. Can't you see?
Give me a deception check, or I don't know, is it like bluff or anything?
Roll up.
I wish I could guide you for that.
So yeah, deception. Fingers crossed. Oh, it's supposed to be one of them. Whoa, that was a 20. So 19, nat
You
20.
weave a story that is so believable that he's
No,
just like,
I tell you, this guy came out. He took 3 of them out. I got in the way. He smashed me in the face. This other guy, he was rolling around in the dirt. I could see, boss, telling you, it was all going wrong. And I thought, our wagon can't be implicated in any of this stuff. I mean, you're the boss. So I got the hell out of there. He threw a javelin through someone else. The guy was crazy.
he's just slack-jawed and wide-eyed, like, well, I'm glad you got out of there. Wow. So did they see you? I mean, they clearly had to see you. Are they going to be trailing us?
I didn't, to be honest, it was so dark. I was at the other side of the where the campfire was.
Right,
I
but
don't
someone
think they
messed
got
you up, so they clearly saw you.
Well, yeah, maybe, but I haven't seen them since, and I think they know that. Well, the other guys were screaming that he knew them or something. So maybe they've gone away. Maybe they've decided this is not for them. That
All
there'll
right.
be a retaliation or something.
Well, I'll buy that for $1. You weave a believable tale. So, look, and you actually notice there's this paladin, clearly this holy being that's holding himself up with poison grace, who actually goes up and starts talking to the wagon train driver from your previous group's wagon and where the actors came from as well, joining in. But you also notice that there's this individual with this sort of cap pulled down over their head, that's covering most of their head, and they sort of walk up. It's a human. Give me a perception check.
For Kithris, yeah?
Yeah.
It's perception. Three.
Okay. So it's just a stranger, and as soon as Acker sees him, he's like, "All right, well, keep watching the wagon. I'm gonna go talk to this gentleman here." And you see him jump down and walks over, and they actually start talking to each other in like whispered tones, and they sort of move behind the wagon to the back, away from you and the other people that are sort of wandering around. Now, this is a massive area where these wagons are staged, and the town itself has regular life going by. People are coming and going at all times, all types of different people. You notice that there's a little gnome that's sort of bouncing around, wandering around, talking to people randomly. You've got a human that looks very odd and obscure, like someone that a type of person you've never seen before, with the features and the dress and everything, moving around. And as people are coming in and leaving, you're just sort of wondering, where the hell is your friends? Like, how are they outside of town? Are they, what's going on with them? And let's cut to your friends. So, what are you guys doing? You see that the caravan itself is staged out. You know they're going to be probably, buying supplies and stuff, and it'll take a few hours. So they might even sleep here for the night. What are you guys going to do?
This is back to Elowyn.
Yeah. So Elowyn and Garrick and Gunnar.
Perhaps we should set up camp.
Yeah, I think so.
I'll try and get close enough to try and stay out of sort of a bit of sight, but try and get about 115 foot away from the front wagon where Kithris is, and message him to say that we're following. We're still around.
Okay, he's a couple wagons back from the very, very front. But give me a stealth check as you're moving in. You're gonna have people to be moving between, and it shouldn't be a big deal. But we gotta see how well
13.
you are. All right, yeah, you're just look like another person amid a whole bunch of different people moving around in this town, and it doesn't look like anyone's even watching for you individually. So you get within distance of Kithris. You see he's just sort of sitting on the front of the wagon.
Well, I'll just send a message to him, say, "Don't worry, we're around. We're just behind you.
Okay.
We're about 100 foot back."
Yeah.
Just so he knows. And he'll probably message back to say there's a weird guy with a hat pulled down his head my boss has gone to have a chat with.
Right. Give me a perception check.
15.
Yeah, you see who he's talking about. And to you, he doesn't seem that odd. I mean, he's just another wild, weird traveler. But what you do notice is there's like red tattoos peeking out from underneath the cap that's over his head.
Okay.
You don't really know what that means, but you know that it's weird. You haven't seen people with head tattoos before.
Okay. I'll go back to the guys and tell them, and there's some weird guy with red tattoos. Maybe this is
We don't know who this is yet.
No.
Maybe he's their hookup, their link.
Interesting.
See
Well, we
all
could
sorts of
certainly
people.
keep an eye on them.
So do you guys set
You've
up
met
camp?
Yeah, we'll
I think,
set up
I
a
think so.
Okay.
Does the
camp.
guy with the tattoos appear to be... Sorry, I'm talking to you. Does the guy with the tattoos appear to be joining the caravan, or is they just meeting up quickly?
I don't know. Kithras said he seemed odd and he just came over. That's all. And I saw him. He's got these red tattoos. And does that remind you of anything of these cultists, Gunnar, that you've seen before?
No,
Yeah, there's
that's the
nothing that
first
would...
markings that I've seen. So I've been looking to see if I can identify them or keep track of them somehow. And from what you're telling me, this is definitely something of what they identify themselves as now.
Right. Well, Kithras said that they were being cagey and he came straight over. So maybe this is their meat.
Maybe this is maybe
With it.
what we're looking for here.
I would advise that Kithris keep a close eye on him.
All right. I'll let him know. So yeah, I'll try and weave my way back a bit and let
Okay.
Kithras know to try and keep an eye on where this guy heads.
Okay. So you guys are able to go into the town if you need to refresh any supplies or anything like that. Now would be the time to do that. If you need to pick anything up, this is not a big metropolis, so it's really just mundane equipment that you would find. So
Christian stuff.
yeah,
uh,
food,
supplies,
arrows, bolts, whatever.
Yeah, we'll
javelins.
grab some more bolts. And
Mhm. So this would be the time to do that, but we don't have to role play that aspect of it. Just go ahead and deal with that on your own. And then nothing really happens throughout the day. I mean, you see actually people are being turned away from the caravan on joining at this point. It seems like whomever is a part of the caravan at this point, they're kind of keeping it to this slightly smaller size as they continue up to their ultimate destination of Hargoth.
I don't need anything in town, I don't think.
Yeah.
We have enough rations and spell components and stuff like that, right?
Yeah. All right. So the next day, the caravan is heading out. The horses are all being put together with the wagons themselves, and it's slowly going, but everyone is moving on. Give me a insight. If you're trained in deception, you can give me a deception check, but otherwise, give me an insight check.
All of us?
Yeah. Mainly Kithris, because he's in the caravan itself, and Elemier, but everyone else can check if you want to.
6.
Okay. You don't know.
10 for Elowyn, and I'm gonna have to find my other character real quick.
Kithris gets 12.
Okay.
Uh,
So Kithris notices that gnome that recently joined the caravan seems to be
Natural.
showing an interest. A natural one. Seems to be showing an interest in the human with that cap on their head. They're never together, but you notice that the gnome is sort of sidles up near enough to overhear if the human is ever talking to anyone else. This gnome is a short little female. And you also see that she's sort of hovering around the cultist wagons, because you're in the cultist wagons. Garrick, did Garrick get the 13? Or was
what?
that
No, that was
Kithris?
Kithris.
Okay,
But
gotcha.
what was the role again? I forgot. So
It was if you're
Does it
trained
matter?
in deception, then deception. If it's otherwise, it's insight.
all right, yeah, I'm trained in deception. So Garrick only got a 4. He's
Yeah, you don't
busy
notice
buying
anything.
bolts.
There's a lot going on, so it's easy to notice stuff. But Kithris also, he just sees that the gnome is clearly showing an interest in these characters. She's spoken to a number of people along the train, and she's actually come up and talked to the group as well, as she's just wandering around talking to everyone. You guys didn't really think anything of it with your roles, but, random people come up and talk to you momentarily all the time, and it's just a random event. Same thing with this gnome, but Kithris, you notice that she seems to be leaving an impression of being someone who flawlessly takes in every detail about people and her surroundings. She is actively interested in what's happening.
Okay. Well, he'll look around to see if he can pick up where his old party was behind.
Yeah, as the caravan has been moving, you don't see them anymore. They would have
All right.
been
Okay.
weighted.
Okay. Yeah. No. In that case, he'll just keep an eye on her.
Okay.
Keep an eye on her, and he'll is it Kavak, his mate, that he'll have a word with? Which one? The other Draconian that's in
Oh,
his...
yeah, Crag.
Crag. He'll say to Crag, keep an eye on her.
On who?
The gnome.
Oh, come on. Why? Who cares about gnomes? She's probably going to blow us up with some stupid invention.
Listen, I'm the smart one. Keep an eye on her.
Okay. Don't know.
Let me know if she does anything. Well, can't trust
Oh,
him.
she's moving. The gnome is moving. She's scratching her butt. And this is the type of information you want?
I'm trying to work out whether you're really, really, really dumb or you're being really,
I'm just
really,
messing
really
with you, man. All right, I'll watch this stupid gnome.
Yeah.
I'm trying to work out if you're really dumb. All right, so he's going to be keeping his eye on the gnome as you guys continue on. And you're so close to this town, it's a pretty safe area, and nothing really happens the whole entire first day. The second day comes, everyone's sort of waking up and eating and doing your thing. Even you heroes that are sort of trailing the caravan at your own pace, you actually notice out of nowhere that this gnome is sort of sitting in your camp. And she's like, as you guys are like preparing breakfast, and she like walks up, does a little bit of a finger over her mouth, like keep it down. And she's like looking around, and she picks up one of you guys' little breakfast bowls and starts poking through your oatmeal with her dagger. And she lifts it out and shows you oatmeal smeared on an object that looks just like this tiny little bead. And then she's sort of glancing around her back, and she points the way. Contest back there. It's a sliver of bone, she whispers, curled into a circle so you can swallow it in a mouthful of gruel without even noticing. Once eaten, it slowly uncurls inside you, exposing needle points that pierce your guts and kill you slowly. I just saved your life. I suspect they're in all your breakfast. She sort of whips her dagger, and the oatmeal sort of splats off of it. She's like, we should probably talk later this evening. She starts walking off.
That's that odd lady.
Who did she do that with?
She just grabbed like probably Elowyn's bowl. She just grabbed it and flicked it. She's like, I knew it.
Can I like investigate what she flicked off the dagger and see if that holds any truth to it?
Yeah, it looks like it's this tiny little sliver of bone in this like little circle. I mean, you don't know what would happen if you swallowed it unless you want to swallow it, but
No. Okay.
But it definitely doesn't look like oats at all.
Yeah, that's disturbing. I'm gonna search the rest of my food real quick.
So
see
as
if
you're
there's
like
any other ones.
digging through it, I don't know if anyone else wants to, but you're obviously welcome to. You see like little granules and stuff that look similar to what that other one was, but you're not sure if it's the same or not.
Well, I'm going to switch to my iron rations, some jerky and
Yeah, I
dump
think
the
I'll
bowl.
do the same.
Okay. You're just like,
Did we get a full rest, by the way, or
that night? Yeah.
okay?
Yeah, full rest. All right, so I mean, she said you should talk the next night. You see her wandering back toward the caravan. as it's moving on throughout the day, and nothing else really seems to happen that day. As you guys are setting up for the night, she comes wandering back. She just sort of looks at you guys. So, what's the story
Come.
with all of you?
Join us. Let's
Yes,
speak.
of course. Thank you. She comes over and plops down. So, what's your story? What are you doing traveling after this caravan?
I'm just gonna, Elowyn's just gonna give a quick knowing glance to each of you, like we should guard our tongues around this one.
Well, we're just following up for a safe passage, innit?
Usually it's safer in the caravan now.
Well, we've had some trouble on the road, as you can imagine.
Yeah, I'm sure there is. I happen to believe that we might be working on the same side of things, as it were.
And what
Oh.
side is that?
I would imagine it'd be the side that doesn't want some of these wagons that you guys are trailing for the past 2 days to maybe get to their destination, or maybe you're just spying on them.
And who would
Can I-
want that to happen?
That's a good question, and it's probably the one that everyone wants to know, including those wagons, huh?
Can I
So-
make an insight check and see if she seems truthful?
Yeah, of course.
That's an 11.
Yeah, she's telling the truth.
Okay. Well, perhaps we have more in common than we thought initially.
So what are you
I
doing
think so.
here?
Well, I'm doing the same thing you are, I'd imagine. While I can only assume we're working for different people, I do believe that those wagons must be stopped. I don't know what they're doing or where they're going, and that's kind of what I'm here. I'm trying to figure it out, so I wonder if you guys maybe know what they're doing, what they're carrying.
Oh, I haven't managed to have a look in any of them.
Then why are
Yeah,
you
probably
following
isn't.
them?
You never know when you might get a chance, eh?
Well, does anyone else here know what's in them?
I
You guys
don't.
aren't very good at your jobs, are you?
We don't know who you're working for. Maybe
Yeah,
if you
I
were a
understand.
bit more on it.
I understand what you're saying. Look, we're working for the same side of things. That's pretty much all I can tell you at this time. But if you want, you can join me tonight for a little mission on seeing what's in these wagons.
And if you were to find out what is in these wagons, what would you then do?
Well, knowledge is power. Everyone knows that. I would need to know what it is and where it's going. And that's kind of what I'm here for.
How about we say that maybe some of us might know what's in some of the wagons.
Oh,
So then all we'd need to know is where they're going.
that's why I'm here. I'm pretty good at
Well,
bouncing around and seeing things that people don't want me to see. For example, I saw him scratch his butt earlier. I don't think he wanted anyone to see how far he was digging, but it was pretty deep.
Oh, and just looks it over, like surprised, like, really? You see, we are in a bit of a difficult position as we do not know you. We have seen you about the wagons.
I saved your
talking
life this morning. You owe me at least for that, right? Where'd you get that
Perhaps.
oatmeal?
from the wagons.
Ah, well, looks like I did save you. You're welcome.
For all I know, you could have put that in there yourself.
What do you take me for? Us gnomes don't go around trying to murder people with oatmeal. That's weird.
It is a bit weird.
In any case, do you want to help me find out what's in there? Unless you already know, in which case I don't want to go to undue danger.
Well,
Do we
look,
already
we're gonna
know?
have.
Well, Garrick said that some might know.
But do we? Has the party
Yeah,
investigated this so far?
we've investigated and we found jewels that were taken, jewelry and objet d'art, as it
Okay.
were, some wealthy stuff,
Yeah.
which they
How many of
they'd-
how many of
we
the
got-
wagons did we look at?
we went through a couple. I went through a couple and found jewelry and stuff in two. We
Okay.
didn't manage to check the rest, but we marked the ones that we did.
Yes, you know that some
Alright.
of them are carrying stolen loot. And you can
Yeah.
only imagine more of them are as well, because you know there's an entire encampment that had left after you went back, after you had been captured and escaped. And, you went in to sort of infiltrate and see what's up, and they all pop smoke. So you know that there's all the stolen goods that they've been raiding nearby towns with, that they're traveling north with, and you're just not sure what they're doing at that point.
Well, we got clue number 2.
Mhm.
Let's see what they were carrying. Now we just need to find out what they're going to do with it. Who are they?
Where they're going.
What do they have? Where are they going?
Okay, well, I'll break our. I'll look at the other two and just say, yeah, we're not going to get anything if we don't say something. We know they've got stolen stuff. We know they've got
Stolen
loot.
staff.
They've got loot from their raids.
Oh, I heard about that. Okay. So they're taking all their stolen goods somewhere. Now, I heard that this caravan regularly travels between Karagoth and Hargoth, but I don't know anywhere in between there that would be of interest to any of these cultists. Do you have any
Well,
idea where
we've
they might
heard-
be taking them?
Well, we've heard they might divert.
Really? Did you know where? We might be able to
Haven't
find a
got it.
map and sort of plot this out.
I haven't got a clue.
Oh.
I've traveled this area a bit. So
Does Elowyn know of any other landmarks in this area?
No, she's spent most of her life in Palanthas, but her family is actually from the Garnet Mountains, as Niedar dwarves. She doesn't really know anything about Coastland.
Okay.
I mean, maybe you know the area,
Well,
do you?
not entirely. I mean, I was looking at some maps earlier. I was walking around with a Kender at one point, and she had a lot of really great maps, but I don't really know this area very well. Well, look, why are you guys staying outside of the caravan anyway? Why don't you just come in?
We've had a bit of trouble with some of the guys protecting them.
Oh, was it that big Aurak? I haven't seen one of those in years. I thought they all died.
No, it was some of the mercenaries.
Oh. Well, you clearly still here, so you must have learned how to defend yourselves.
Rejoining the caravan would be complicated.
All right. Well, I'll join the caravan, and I can come and stop by every once in a while. I'm not going to eat any of your oatmeal, but,
That'd be
That
great.
would be acceptable.
All right. Well, it was nice meeting you. What are your names, by the way?
I'm Garrick.
All right. Garrick looks like a tracker ranger guy. You like the wilderness, right? That's kind of what you look like.
Aye.
And then you, definitely with your holy symbol, must be a sister of Mishakal or something, right?
That is correct.
I knew it. My name's Jamma Gleamsilver. And then you, the big guy who likes to scratch his butt a lot. What's your name?
Gunther.
Gunther. Well, it's nice to meet you all. I'll be back a little bit later, It's a little hard talking this slow. I know you regular people like us gnomes to talk really slow just so you understand, but it actually is a little bit frustrating for us. I'd very much like to talk like this because it's so much easier for me, and I can go on and tell a whole bunch of stories, things in a really quick sort of time, and you would never really realize it, you know? There's just so much time waiting. So, I'll be seeing you.
Before you go, could I ask about this Kenda that you were traveling with? Is this somebody that we could possibly know? Or
I don't know. Do you know any Kender?
Didn't we have a Kender in our group earlier? Or?
Lehigh, yeah.
We knew one once. Was this Kender a druid at all?
I don't think so. She had a lot of maps. She has like a black eye with like short cropped hair and like a red shirt with blue pants. She had a weird Argothian accent, so I think she was probably from Hilo or something originally.
That doesn't sound
familiar, right?
No.
Okay. What was this Kenda's name? Do you know?
Yeah, of course. What, you think I'm dim-witted? The Kender's name was, I've got to think of a Kender name.
Not Tasselhoff.
No. It was, Sarah Tickletoes. Yeah, Sarah Tickletoes.
It's always with the feet.
Well, they go on their wanderlust thing. You know, they walk around a lot, so maybe that's why. Maybe I have a foot fetish. I don't know. I don't want to judge.
We really appreciate the information and the help, and it is good to know we have an ally on this trip.
I feel the exact same way. All right, I'll see you guys. I'm going to go check out the caravan again. She turns around and starts bouncing off down the street. All right. So you do have an insight now. What's that?
I said Providence shines upon us.
Yeah. So what's going on with Elemier? Are you just doing your traditional duties?
Yeah, I'd say so, unless anything catches his eye.
Yeah. I mean, it's a little rough. You do have like a little gnome bouncing around between every, cart. She seems to be either, like scrounging food when it's time to eat or, water as the day is going on. But she seems pleasant enough. She asks a lot of questions and stuff, but she's nice enough.
Is Elemier getting any sort of looks at his ears?
Definitely not from the gnome. They have kind of pointy ears as well. And as far as the wagon that you're on, no one is really, that you're sort of at the very front of the line, so no one's really paying much attention. When you guys break for the afternoons and evening, like last evening, for example, you probably got a couple looks and people sort of like whispering to themselves, like, oh, it's another one of those elves out here. Because elves they're not rare or anything. It's just they're not often seen in Coastland wandering around with a rando caravan.
Right.
They're usually off in their forests or doing whatever it is they're doing. So they're sort of, eyeing you as if you would be like a mystical creature almost. Like, oh, it's one of them.
I'll do my best to keep up that facade and just walk with a very straight back and head held high and that kind of stuff. Which I probably do anyway as a paladin. But...
Right. Yeah, absolutely. And Kithris, you clearly note this elf. It is very strange for you to see an elf walking around so dignified when you've never really been around like a culture of elves before. You've seen them in passing when you go through towns and stuff with Lehigh. But it just doesn't seem like something they would do of signing onto a caravan. They usually love to be in their forests or come to town to sell wares or do whatever they're doing and then leave, not like guard a caravan. That's a little strange.
Yeah. Well, he'll keep an eye. He'll keep an eye on him. Probably have more out of fascination than anything else.
Right. All right.
You got a lot of eyes on a lot of people.
Yeah.
Wow. Crag's got the eyes on the gnome.
So Crag actually comes up to you. He's like, I lost the gnome. I didn't see it anymore. It just sort of disappeared in the crowd. They're really short. What are you going to do? And then the gnome bounces up. Were you looking for me? I'm right here. He's like, no, I wasn't. No. What are you guys doing? What's in your wagon?
We're guarding.
You're guarding? What are you guarding?
Dunno.
You don't even know what you're guarding? How can you guard it effectively? What if it's a big monster in there? You have to be able to defend yourself, right?
We're guards.
All right. Well, good luck guarding.
Cheers.
Off. Okay. And that's kind of how it goes. You see that weird capped person sort of bouncing between the wagons that you know are cult wagons. I mean, not really bouncing, but just sort of, going amongst them and riding with them and stuff. And the gnome is wandering up and down, getting as much information as she can for whatever reason. But other than that, it seems like it's a pretty quiet few days after that. I mean, if there's nothing that you guys want to do specifically, it's going to be a good, 2 days of just regular travel and nothing happening.
Yeah, well, other than, no, I think that's...
Okay.
I mean, Garrick will go out doing a bit of hunting and trying to get a bit of food here and there.
Mm-hmm.
But trying to stay further back than the wagons, just keeping an eye. But
right.
I think Elemier at morning and nighttime would be meditating and doing sword exercises and polishing his armor and stuff like that.
Right. Okay. So after those 2 days pass, you guys are continuing. Oh, let me mark down the moons here real quick. I got to make sure I stay on top of that. That's not the moons. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, I didn't do that one day either. There we go. Okay, so morning comes on the 3rd day, and there is a huge kerfuffle in the caravan camp. People are freaking out and screaming and running around. I mean, not chaotic, but, just going wagon to wagon, dragging people out and calling them all to join in this sort of central area. And they, reach out to Kithris and ask you to come out, and even reach out to Elemier, everyone get out here. Someone's been murdered. And as people are starting to gather around, there is what is clearly a member of the cult's wagon, one of the guards of one of the wagons, dead on the ground with a wound in his back. They're all right. Looking over at Elemier, do you have a short sword on you?
Long sword.
Okay. That's probably not, looking at your hip. It's probably not it. Looking over at Kithris. I don't think Kithris has a short sword, does he?
no, I think Kithris has just got a halberd and a.
So they're going around, whoever has a small blade that's bigger than a dagger clearly stabbed him, and we need to find out who it was because someone murdered him in cold blood. We need to get groups of people to start searching around, and we need to get bodies brought here by 20 minutes to an hour. You understand? Anyone with a short sword on their person, bring them here.
Did Elemier happen to talk with the gnome at all?
A little bit, probably, yeah.
Did I notice what kind of weapon she was carrying?
Yeah, she had a short sword.
I'll go find her secret, very confidently just walking out and seeing if I can find her, and then just discreetly taking her aside.
What do you want?
That man back there was murdered by a
Murdered,
weapon
you
very
say,
similar, very similar to what you were carrying. Just tell me the truth.
What?
I'm a paladin. I will know.
A piece
Did
of
you
meat?
murder this man?
He was murdered
What?
with meat?
No, he was murdered with a short sword.
Oh, I guess that makes more sense. Yeah, well, that's the hazard of being a guard, right?
Yes, but you carry a short sword.
Yeah, I'm not the only one in this wagon with a short sword.
Show me the blade.
I don't think so. Show me your blade.
I take out my blade and proudly display it.
Oh, well, okay. She
bigger
pulls
than
her
yours.
blade out and she tries to emulate the way that you're holding it and whatever. Like, see?
Does there appear to be any blood on it?
Oh, no.
Okay.
It's like, it's
Does it
not
look
as
like
nice
it would-
as yours. Can you polish mine? Yours shines.
If you would like. If you would like. I have good polishing materials. Does the blade appear to match the wound pattern? Would I have noticed anything like that?
Give me a perception check. I mean, there's nothing that this is different than any other blade would be. So it's not like a bite mark.
19.
Yeah, I mean, it's a larger than a dagger, like the guy said, but it's a small weapon. So if that theory holds, then it's a possible.
I think
I'm just going to ask her again, point blank. Did you have anything to do with this? I will not tell on you if you did. I'm only trying to protect every member of this wagon.
I'll tell you this. No one from this wagon has any worry about me unless they're bad people. And I suspect you probably share that same idea.
I do.
All right.
With all my heart.
So we should be bosom buddies then.
I would like that as well, but murder is very serious.
I agree. We should probably avoid trying to get murdered and trying to murder other people. But through the course of one's life, certain circumstances might come about. I'm sure you have killed before.
Only in the name of justice.
That's what I'm talking about. The name of justice. Anyway, justice is a very vague term. Everyone has their own sense of justice, their own sense of moral right and wrong. And let's just say sometimes bad things happen to bad people. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. You see,
I think Elemier is very conflicted.
that guy that died, I happen to believe was a bad person.
Do I believe her?
I mean, you can run an insight if you want, or a perception check.
I'll do a perception check. 15?
Yeah, she's telling the truth. I mean, she thinks he was a bad guy for sure.
Yeah.
And as far as you've known, you've come here looking for cult members. You haven't seen anyone stand out like crazy weird, except for the Draconian. But this might be an option to try to get some info,
Yeah. I'm just gonna tell her, like, you may want to consider hiding the fact that you have a short sword for the time being, and we can discuss this later.
Well, do you want to hold it and polish it? Then you'll have it and I won't.
Yes, that will work.
All right. She's like, can I trust you?
Since I've already proven myself innocent, right?
What do you mean?
Like, since I've already showed them that I just had a long sword.
Yeah, at that time.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I'll still take it anyway.
Okay. You're like, this lady's going to drop a dime. All right, so she's like, I'm trusting you. This is my favorite short sword.
I'm gonna like tuck it into my belt, like behind my back, where like my cloak covers it, and like pull my shirt over it.
Okay, probably a good idea. People are going around asking everyone, and there's a small group of people that end up rounded into this center area, and they're sort of questioning him aggressively. And it gets to a point where one of the cultists is like grabbing someone by the front, of their shirt, like lifting them up a little bit, like screaming in their face. And this guy is like pale white, like, I didn't do anything. What do you mean? I swear I didn't hurt anyone. I don't know. And they're just trying to find someone that is the murderer. That someone did this clearly. And the gnome, as she like hands it to you and you sort of like put it under stuff and she sort of walks away, she stops for a second. I have some other friends that might want to meet you if you're ever interested in growing your circle of friends. I think they might be on the same side of things as you.
I would be most thankful for that.
All right. Well, maybe after they hang these guys back here, but once that all settles in.
Are they good people?
Oh, well, I think that's relative. I think, good is what you like, bad is what you don't like. They like what I like to happen to some people, similar to that bad guy, so, hell, maybe they killed him. I don't know.
That will suffice for now.
All right. Well, I'll go tell him that I met you. I mean, it was really nice meeting you. What's your name?
My name is Elemier of the Thornwood.
Wow. All right. Well, Elemier of the Thornwood. My name is Gemma Gleamsilver.
I'll formally shake her hand.
Shakes it vigorously. All right. Well, I'll see you later. She just wanders off.
Goodbye.
No one ends up being killed for the offense, but tensions have just been ramped up in the caravan at this point because they don't have someone who killed this person, yet they do have a dead body. So the cultists, and what you're noticing is the sort of 7 wagons that have been claimed to be, a part of the cult group, Kithris, you're noticing that they're all closed off entirely. They're not talking to anyone else. They're doubled up their guards during guard time. They've just really done everything they can to protect themselves because someone has clearly murdered one of their own and they don't have anyone to point it to for it. Now, you do know, as Kithris, you know that short swords are very, very common. People have them just for self-protection all the time, especially when traveling between cities through the wilderness. So it could literally be anyone in this caravan that did it. But you also know that your friends are traveling behind you, and one of your friends does have a short sword. So totally up to you how you internalize that knowledge, but there it is.
Well, he'll believe that. Well, it could have been Garrick, couldn't it? It's the sort of thing he might do. Yeah. But he also knows that everyone's got one, so he'll just look to the rest of his group and say, his caravan, and say, I don't know. Everyone's carrying a short sword around here, so just double up. Keep your eyes peeled.
Yeah.
It could have been done with a dagger. They just slipped it lower to make it look like a short sword for all we know.
Right. All right. Well, with all of that set up, that's going to wrap up session 16 of our Dungeons & Dragons 2024 Tyranny of Dragons actual play. Huge thanks to the players for making it such a great session. What do all of you watching think of the adventure thus far? Drop a comment below or email me at info@dlsaga.com. I'd love to hear from you. I would like to take a moment and remind you to subscribe to this YouTube channel, ring the bell to get notified about upcoming videos, and click the like button. It all goes to help other Dragonlance fans learn about this channel and its content. Thank you to creator patron Aaron Hardy and developer patron Chris Androu. This channel is all about celebrating the wonderful world of Dragonlance Saga. I hope you join in that celebration. So, for everyone here, my name is Adam with Dragonlance Saga, and until next time, Slanjavar.